Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Maskmare here, and welcome in for episode 11 of Pokemon Scarlet. This time, with us starting the Teal Mask DLC. Now, obviously, I haven't played this in a couple weeks, considering that I did go on my hiatus from full-time live streaming for a bit. I was still streaming, like, here and there with, like, some ghost hunting games with friends, and I did the Battletoads unboxing for, like, the premium D&A figures I got for that. And also, I still was doing the book, my book readings. So I kind of, like, took, like, the backseat on, like, a lot of my story-based content. And we're getting back into that tonight with this. That is after I go in and do my midterms and final exams, considering that, saving the world and becoming champion and off-stream, like me, like, filling out my Pokedex, kind of made me, commit truancy again. And so we need to go back through, like, into Academy and, pick back up on that. Get our classes finished up before we go and do this whole foreign exchange thing. Might look a little bit bad on my record if I go somewhere else with, me, not really showing, like, the best track record with my classes. So yeah, whatever the case, we're definitely gonna be starting the DLC tonight. Really excited about this. Mac, McD43 picked it up for me and Amber Wolf 17, like, a few weeks back. And, I'm really excited about this. I got, like, a lot of other things, I'm definitely, I got in the pipeline. And I can't wait, like, to bring you guys in regards to future games, other kind of content. Which mostly is just gonna be, like, the book reading for now. But I got, like, some other stuff planned. But, if you guys check my future streams playlist on my website, you might see, like, I might have added a couple things there. But, maybe change, like, a few things around. But, yeah, when we finish up Pokemon Scarlet, I got, like, several shorter games I'm going to be going through and playing, like, Super Mario 3D World, Gris, Pac-Man World 3D, I think it's, like, Remastered, I think Repacked is what it's called. And I've also got Baldur's Gate 3 on the pipeline as well, down the way. But anyways, we're going to get around to all that when it's time. For now, I want to go ahead and get to work on this. Because I know it's going to take me probably like a few minutes, like a few little minutes to get through the classes. But hopefully it won't take as long as before, since I know at the very least on several of the things we're like right there in the midterms, and the rest of it we only got like 2 or 3 more classes before we take the final exam. So it shouldn't take that long to get through this compared to that one time where I spent about an hour going through the classes. But let's just hope it won't take us too long. So let's switch over to the other inputs so we'll go and get started. Alright. Yeah, I'm really excited to see, like, what else is going to be, happening in this game, because like new region means new Pokemon. I have, like, filled out the Paldean Pokedex. I've got all 400 of those now. A lot of it, being with help from Amber Wolf, and I think Mac had helped a little bit. Can't remember if he actually, because everything's been so hectic the past couple weeks. So I know that Amber definitely helped me out with, like, getting, like, a lot of the Violet exclusives I needed. We went to Area 0. She helped me, like, get, like, a lot of the future Pokemon there, which Tyranitar's robot form, or his thing down there, I absolutely fell in love with it. Yeah, for those who don't know, in Pokemon Violet, there's, like, a robotic version of, like, several Pokemon you can get compared to, like, to the past variants you get, like, in Scarlet. And with Tyranitar, he had this badass-looking, like, robo form that I'm gonna lovingly name Mechagodzilla at some point. So, yeah, kind of, like, just go ahead and show you guys straight up, what happened. We've got, the Pokedex here. It's completely filled out now. I need to turn on my scare counter as well. Notice that. Thankfully, I caught it. Because we were playing Forewarned the other night. Need to go and get that disregarded. Alright. So yeah, as you guys can see, caught 400, battled 400. I've completed the Pokedex. Like, all the Pokemon are now caught. So this obviously means I'm gonna, be able to get, like, a certain little, thing from, what's his name? Jock. Yeah, that's his name. Jock, Jack, whatever. So we're gonna be able to go on in and get a certain little trinket that I'm really excited to utilize, even though we already found one shiny in the game so far with, like, a shiny Houndour. But I think this game was saying I've encountered 3 shinies, but I only saw 1. So I don't know what happened there. I think the game, like, I was looking at something in my stats, and it said I encountered 3 shinies, but I only remember, like, encountering the shiny Houndour. But with what we're gonna be getting from Jock, we're gonna, like, have, like, a better chance of finding more shinies. Not to say we're going to. Alright, so obviously we gotta talk to her to, initiate everything. Let's go ahead and get this underway. Yeah, I'm definitely well, I'm not really interested. I'm definitely not interested in Mrs. Time's class, but alright, so yeah, we're at the history midterm, languages midterm, and art midterm. And we know the art stuff was, like, very easy and went by pretty quick. So we're gonna go ahead and probably, like, go ahead and get everything caught up to 6. I'd like to go and get everything to the final exams. So we're gonna probably have, like, 3 more classes for biology, for math. Probably, like, at the most 4 for this, because we gotta do the history. Let's go and get past the midterms first, get these caught up. And hopefully it's not gonna take too long now. Welcome in, D. Happy New Year, man. Oh, trust me, I've been tardy. You know, saving the world, becoming champion. Taking down, Team Star. Taking on Titanic Pokemon, you know, and everything. Yeah, I've kind of been a bit tardy. Greetings, my little students. It's time for our midterm examination. Some of your historical knowledge from the dark recess of your minds answer the question. I'm going to have to because I haven't played this in a bit, so I'm going to have to remember some of this probably. The great creator Paldea. Treasure, I believe. Oh, shit. Wasn't it 2,000? I'll be doing fine if I can pass these midterms, D, but I'm hanging in there. Please be 2,000. What, I gotta say I missed, like... 805, I think. See, she's being tricky as hell now. This is what I get for, like, you know, waiting a bit on doing this midterm. Courage. Watch this. I swear I know I just goofed that. I just scored. I sincerely hope you did anyway. So ends our midterm examination. You may ask for your scores at the school's front desk. I knew it was going to be 4 out of 5. Whatever I passed. Yeah, well, I won all 5 of them. It's not fair. This reward and 5 experience. See, what's that going to do for my Pokemon? Most of my Pokemon are like a higher level. That's going to barely, like, you know, give it like a trickle their levels. Alright. At least we got that out of the way. History 4. Damn, we're still ain't caught up. This might take a little bit of time, actually, after all. Alright. I did languages one. If I really wanted to, I could just do the midterms right here. Kind of made this a little more story accurate. I could just, like, go do the midterms here. And then go ahead and, Nah, we're going to go ahead and finish this up. Go and get out of the way so I'll just be done with it. Alright, today we take our midterm exam. Relax, that is, and do your best. Are you ready? Let's begin. Thank you. I know it's not ni hao, and I know it's not au revoir. You trying to trick me. I ain't stupid, it's delicious. Time to eat. Wait, no. Yeah, because those 3 are ways you say I love you. Hell, this guy's easy. Compliment them. I swear, this. If I screw this up just because I'm pretty sure it's Salvatore, not Salvador. See? Ha, your ass tried to trick me right there. Alright, now I know I aced this one. I had to. But that was easy enough for you, especially that last question. I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can check your scores at the school's front. If they say I got 4 out of a certain amount here, I know there's gonna be a lie. I should have aced that one. That was easy. Thank you. That's what I thought. Gave my perfect score. That's not a passing score. That's a excelling score. So I just passed language or whatever. Now I'm botching the English language. Steal these experience candies. They better give me something better for when I complete my final exams. All right. Oh shit! I forgot. Ooh, I forgot I had home ex at midterms too. There's scroll down, find one more midterm I gotta do. Darn it. Alright, let's go ahead and do this one now. I do hope you're all ready, because it's time for your midterm exam. Focus on doing your best. Talking about me being ready, didn't I kick your ass like in the Elite Four, bracket? Process some shade there, but... And begin. Terra Jewel, isn't it? Please let that be right. Grass type. Hexagonal. Hexagon. You're trying to be a smart ass. Those two are towns, not the... Oh, where's the Erie? Shit. Madali, wasn't it? Please let that be right. There is no correct answer. I'd rather not have students worry about passing or failing my art class, but test or test after all. Y'all trying to trick someone in here. Take your trick questions and leave them with Miss Time. She's already bad enough with them. Like, I'm glad to be going on my foreign exchange things. I can be away from all of you. I mean, except for my battle studies teacher. Thank you. That's what I thought. Give me my passing grade, my exceptional grade. All right, let me guess. Experience candy S's. I mean, at least we're breezing through the midterms. Yeah, it really shouldn't take us that long to get caught up in it. Don't you walk by my camera? I just saw that with your big head. Stay out of my spotlight. You like home back with Mr. Saguaro? I mean, I don't know how I feel about the fact that I'm about to, like, try to, like, take a midterm from someone who had, like, give him, like, proper... Maybe I should actually, quiz him on, like, proper sandwich you should get, considering before. Like, he actually was trying to, like, get, like, a sandwich other than the one he wanted and everything. I had to, like, talk him out of it. Time is going to test how well you all have learned in here in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from a last-minute cram session fades. See, and that kind of calls me out because I ain't played this in a few weeks. Or I haven't, like, done this in a couple weeks, like, done any of the school studies for a bit, so a lot of this actually probably is out of my head. Shit. I want to say it's C. I don't think it increases our speed. I probably just botched that one. But I don't know if that... I could swear I saw somewhere it could cure poison. I don't think it's the color of the utensils. I think those are just purely cosmetic. Because I haven't really been doing a whole lot of picnics, so... Wasn't it a cherry berry? I'm about to flunk this if I don't watch it. True. No, that's false because it can still attack. It'll use struggle. I'm dreading the results of this one. I'm worried now. Because that one was a little tricky. Because I don't do picnics that much. I've done like 3 or 4 picnics as I actually played this. Well, that one didn't really feel too good. I just passed. See, I'm making fun of him for not being able to decide on a sandwich, and that was like the toughest one yet. Okay, okay. Alright, we're just going down the line with everything. Just go ahead and like get all of them to like, you know, the final exam portion, the biology. I can't remember like how many classes there are for each one. I can't remember if it's like, I think it's 8. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Next time we meet, we'll have our well, shit. Okay, we can go and just get on to it then. Alright then. And the topic for this class will be Pokemon forms. You can think of forms as the shapes of appearances that Pokemon have. I guess it makes sense. 6. So, no? I don't know. How many classes are there for each one? I think I get it now. 3 classes, then the exam, then another 3 classes. And then, like, okay. Called a form change. When a Pokemon appearance changes under certain conditions. Cyclizar, for example, which we regularly ride on as transportation here in Paldea, has 3 forms. First is basic form, where it walks on 4 legs. Second is battle form, where it stands on its hind legs and engages in battle. Finally, there's this ride form, where it inflates its throat sac and its tail so we can ride on its back. But when you use something you're all carrying, what you now is an even better example. On your phones. Some Smartphones are inhabited by certain Pokemon. Rotom. Ain't no damn Pikachu, you just gave this one to me. If anyone like failed that one, how'd they get in this academy in the first place? You're a regular expert on Pokemon and technology, aren't you, Master? No, that's just common sense. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone here knows damn well that what they've gotten, like, you know, what they're using, like, as a phone and everything else is not no dang Pikachu. And it for sure is hell ain't a Heracross. Pokemon inside your smartphone is Rotom, and it does all sorts of things to help you out. A Rotom inside a Rotom phone special, so it doesn't try to enter any other electronics. I forget now, it's actually named Rotom phone. It's not called a Pikachu phone or a Heracross phone, it's called a Rotom phone. An ordinary Rotom, however, can change form by entering washing machines, microwave ovens, and other electronic appliances. Rotom is a bit of an exception, though. Many Pokemon that change form do so simply by holding an item or by having one used on them. Oricorio, for example, has 4 different forms and can change between which when given certain nectars. Pokemon may even change type or learn different moves when they change form. Form changes are different from evolution in that the Pokemon can return to its original form. Unlike shiny Pokemon, which can't change the special coloration, the same individual Pokemon can go back and forth between its forms. There's a lot to dig into with this form change phenomenon, as you can see. You can all learn something from Pokemon here, don't you think? Bit of a stretch, but we happy to see you all enjoy your time at the Academy to the fullest and change form into a new version of yourselves. Or something like that, anyway. Almost forgot. Regional forms, which vary based on what region a Pokemon came from, don't change like other forms. They are in it. I'm trying to like add something else on for the final exam. I see what you're doing. There's the bell. Guess I was scatterbrained, Mr. Jacques, right up there to the very end, huh? Had a great time teaching all of you. Hope you do your best in the final exam. Well, I know like question about a Pikachu phone or something. Welcome in, man. Hope you're doing alright tonight. Okay, we got caught. Oh, God damn. Please let her tell me this is gonna be like the last class before the exam. The less time I'm spending with Miss Time, I'll be happy. The damn Premier Ball trick question. I still ain't gonna let that go. I don't care like how many streams ago that was. Finally! We're almost done with this nightmare. Last time we learned about probability using move accuracy as an example. Probability is quite an interesting subject. Do you know that in class with 40 students, there's a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday? It's true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days each year. Isn't that remarkable? But let's move on to today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I'm going to teach you all how to calculate damage in this class using examples like type matchups, critical hits, stat boosts, and the like. All these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to an opponent. However, did you know that there is an even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokemon's moves? All you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move it shares a type with. Rock-type Pokemon use the Rock-type move, Stone Edge. The move's base power is 100. Of 100 is multiplied by 1.5 to become 150. See, I didn't know that now. Ground and Rock may seem like similar types, but if a Ground-type Pokemon uses Stone Edge, the move's power will remain 100. Super effective moves and critical hits also add multipliers onto this little numerical increase. So this most certainly must not be taken lightly. Let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about here. They have a move with a power of 100. If a Pokemon that shares a type with this move uses it and hits an opponent that's weak to that type, what happens to that move's power? Woman, I already smacked the... See, you were going somewhere good with that. Now look what you did. Okay, what was it? When you use like a super effective move, I think it doubles. You can get me this time, Ha, got your ass that time. Nice try, woman. That calculation on your head? Well done, Maskmare. First, using a move that shares a type with its user multiplies the move's base power of 100 by 1.5, making the power 150. Then it doubles it. See, I should be teaching this class now. I should have your job. I knew exactly what you were trying to get to before you even said it. The fact that the opponent's weak to the move's type, that then doubles that power from 150 to 300. The original power of the move ends up being tripled. Is that amazing? Some more, if a Pokemon terrestrializes, and its Terra type matches one of its original types, then the bonus it gets from using a move that same type increases from 1.5 to 2. Of course, being able to use a lot of moves with different types is great as well. It's one way you can surprise your opponent. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what will really let you shine the most. Or I can just go with my Gengar and let him Shadow Ball the hell out of everything. Bear in mind that this is true for both humans and Pokemon. Sure would make me happy if you could take those words to heart. I suppose I should really have shared this basic advice right from our first lesson. Now, if you would have done it from the first lesson, I would have walked my ass right on out of here. My apologies. Even though I didn't know it, but... Just like that, class is over. The last of our time together flew by in the blink of an eye. It's so much fun to be able to teach all you eager students about numbers. This class will be our fun final exam. Fun my ass. Be sure to review the material well in preparation. How am I going to review it? You don't even have like any written documents you gave me. I'd have to like go back and revisit the classes just to get a refresh course if I needed it. Alright, we're going to get caught up on battle studies now, then we'll work on the others. Go and get that to the final exam phase. I mean, we're breezing through everything quicker than I thought I was going to. Class begins soon, don't be tardy. This is our last class, but don't let these energy levels drop before we wrap things up. You've shown that you have more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know that I have much left to teach you. But we can always aim for ever greater heights. So today I'm going to teach you about the rules of link battles. Ah, shit. When two trainers participate in link battles together, they engage in either single battles or double battles with each other. If you're playing in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in multi-battles. Now when you're out having battles during your independent study, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like. They can be any level. But in link battles, there are special rules to keep in mind. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon's levels. Now, the no restrictions rule lets all Pokemon stay at their current level. It lets trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiple of the same held item too. But if you choose to use normal rules, all Pokemon will be set at level 50 for your battles, regardless of what level they actually are. This even includes lower level Pokemon. They'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use multiples of the same Pokemon species and all the same held items too. Look, yo ass has not missed time. Don't be trying to talk math with me. The great part about this rule set is that it lets any of your Pokemon participate. All they have to do is learn some good moves. The rules they call flat rules mostly affects Pokemon over level 50. Such Pokemon will be set at level 50 for the duration of the battle. Flat rules set is the one often used for official tournaments. This rule set does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species or multiples of the same held item. You're gonna try to confuse me like a freaking Drowsy or something, and then throw all this. See, we had such a good thing going here, and you had to throw this at me. Normal rules? See? You know, made me mad, woman. We had such a good dynamic going, you had to go and throw that curveball at us. Again, this is what frustrates me. It's bad when Miss Time was like, wasn't as mathing as much as she is. She's in here trying to teach math and everything. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions if you want to battle with any Pokemon you want. See, could have done that. Could have had that as an answer. There's also a pretty good rule set to put into the actual question. In conclusion, normal rules adjust all Pokemon to level 50. Flight rules let you use lower level Pokemon at their actual levels. So I guess it was on me. I was trying to pay attention, but, you know, she kind of like, you know, just talk, you know, way too much talking about rules and leveling and everything. Hope you use these tips to have some exciting battles with your friends. You ain't gonna get me during the final exam, woman. I promise you that. This has to be our final exam. Aim for a perfect score. Yeah, just you watch. I'm gonna do everything I can to try to get that perfect score, even if I might not get it, just to spite you for what you just did right there. Now we just gotta get caught up on these. So there's gonna be 2 classes for each one. Actually, no. Shit, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do 3. Alright. Oh, this might take a little bit of time. Sweater, we'll get through it. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. I was hoping to continue unraveling the marvels that history has presented us today. However, I imagine your ability to concentrate has been spectacularly derailed by my midterm. Suppose changing things up for fun and variety would be a good idea every now and then. So allow me to tell you an old fairy tale that has been passed down in Paldea for generations. Once upon a time, there was a king who very much enjoyed collecting treasure. He was particularly fond of treasures from other countries. One day, a merchant from the east heard rumors of this king and came to meet him. The merchant laid out 4 treasures in front of the treasure-loving king. The 4 treasures were as follows: a vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Seeing such rarities before him, the king leaped for joy. He showered the merchant with gold coins and claimed all 4 treasures for himself. A perfect timing to make eye contact. Yeah, god damn it. Answer me this. I said that one treasure was a set of tablets. What do you think these tablets were? Wooden planks for writing on. Pretty sure chances are back then, medicine wasn't actually invented yet, and we know dang well that electronic devices weren't invented. Particular tablets were wooden and used as writing medium in the East in ancient times. As you may know, they fell out of popular. Oh, I didn't say the use. I was like, wait, popular, but I was like popularity. But yeah, I didn't notice the use right there. Use as paper became more universally available. For the king to consider these paper substitutes treasures, they must have been of superb quality. That, or perhaps they had some amazingly profound teachings written on them. So the king obtained these 4 treasures, and on that very night, it said that a terrible disaster rained down upon his castle, reducing it to rubble by dawn. Oh, is that the time already? Wasn't done with my story, but alas, so ends today's lesson. If you're interested in how the story ends, you may come see me outside class hours. So I think how we should probably could do this, just like, you know, go down the line with each one, kind of make it seem more like an actual school day. So like doing all the classes, like one after another. Which kind of like just go down the line, work on each of them to kind of like keep it a little more mixed up. So next step will be languages. Yeah, I actually liked it because it was freaking easy. How'd you like the midterm exam? You all did really great. We're halfway there, and now it's time for another lesson. Are you ready? Just did we. My friends, I know I can count on your stars. Leading up to the midterm, we learned all sorts of words from different regions. Starting today, though, I'll be throwing a curveball. Before we begin listening comprehension. Go for it, my assistant. Now you got a Pikachu. As you just heard, Pikachu can also use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them, but their words have meaning just as ours do. Pokemon use language to share all kinds of information with each other, like location of food or whether there may be predators nearby. Saying Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. I'm sure you're all curious, so today, that is, let's learn some Pokemon language. Happiness. What? Okay, that's bullshit. This is honestly getting frustrating now. He was cheesing when he said that. How was I supposed to know? Yeah, he did a horrible job at it. No, he didn't. I demand that Pikachu is like removed from this. Don't y'all clap for him? He's letting Ash catch him in these hands. I think Pokemon can even communicate its feelings in many different ways. Choices are their voice change depend on their mood and physical condition. Try listening more carefully to Pokemon. You might gain a deeper understanding of them. That being said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with words at all, but instead use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves. Some even use telepathy. Now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one of my final wise words of advice. You poke at your Pokemon too many times and watch them during picnics, they'll get mad at you like Pikachu just demonstrated. Yeah, it's just they actually show it. That Pikachu was not showing any kind of anger when he used that voice. You tricked me. Alright. Art. It's still, I feel like that was cheap. Like the fact that he said, "Oh, Pikachu's an angry voice." He didn't look angry. No class says I hassle yet again. I'm pleased to say that everybody did very well in the midterm exams. The reward for all your hard work, we have a special guest visiting us today. Please do not let it be a freaking Pikachu. Crazy. Greetings. Alright. I'm Brassius. I'm an artist and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon for my work. Oh yeah, we've met. Brassius here mainly creates three-dimensional pieces such as statues and the like. One of his major works is the installation tile Surrendering Sunflower, found in Artisan. Many of you have challenged the Artisan Gym and are no doubt familiar with these sculptures. Yeah, I've also, like, completely, you know, in the know about, like, you know, one of his Sunflower trying to pick a fight with me, like, during one of the, test. Yes, I do recognize some faces among your students. Hope you all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Hass's class. Old Hass is the man who saved me when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he's my mentor in life. It's precisely thanks to Hass that I was able to establish my current art style. Oh dear Brassy. I have nothing against reminiscing about old times, but today I hope you will guide this class in a way only you can. Of course. Let's see, why don't we discuss what Hass mentioned, Surrendering Sunflora. Did anyone tell me what my mood was when I crafted this detached expression? Sad, because it says surrendering. What the hell? Didn't I just say sadness? When I started out as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I even became deathly ill and fell into a slump that drove me to desperation. I began worrying only about what would sell. I was concerned only with fame and fortune. But all my pieces during the time had no depth. They were all shallow trash. It was then that I met Hass, who helped me realize how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details. Yeah, like, that answer, like, that question was petty as hell. But in the end, I was able to leave all that behind. But also when I crafted the Sunflora. Remarkable, even I did not know the full story until now. This kind of thing is hard to tell somebody, especially when they are so close to you. Now don't doubt you adolescents will often find your heads as crowded with worries. My advice to you is simple, be honest with yourself and do whatever your heart desires. As long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That is all from me. I must admit, I am beginning to feel a bit embarrassed. I bid you farewell, Hass. Farewell to your pupils as well. I'll have you know, I mean, I got a chance to challenge you to a rematch at your gym. I'm gonna come kick your ass for that. Just wait. Oh, Brass, I can't believe it's such a wonderful class. And there he goes crying. Alright, these classes are starting to get rigged. I'm sorry, fella, there isn't any, like, right answer to these questions. Freaking rested bitch-faced Pikachu, like, not giving proper expression, and then this guy right here, oh my god. I mean, assuming he calls it down the middle. Put away your phones. It's time for class to begin. Some of you had to retake the midterm exam multiple times. I'm glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue. Why I barely did with your trick questions. Feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life have taken root in all of you. I trust you will all work just as hard on your life skills in the second half of our course as well. Let's now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The student who asked this question is a young man who enjoys culinary arts. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. He also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary arts. But despite this, he is baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. Tell me, Master, why you always gotta put me on the spot? Tell me, Master Massmere, since you did quite well in your midterm exam, I barely passed. What should I... oh, I know who he's talking about. This young man due to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. I'm so compelled. You should make food more often. See, this is bullshit! Yeah, we didn't say anything about ingredients. You just said, like, oh, build more people. See, what I feel is, like, really screwed up about this is that obviously probably everyone that plays this game isn't going to, like, probably use the picnic mechanics. So this basically is almost like, okay, if you're not using, like, you know, the picnic, like, it's almost like they're trying to force you to actually use it. But if you don't, you end up, like, not really knowing any of this. Applies more broadly as well when dealing with a difficult issue. Working with others to solve that issue may be the best course of action. I'm sure the Arvin will likewise work with friends to craft his sandwiches in the future. Arvin, alright, like come over there and smack you in the back of the head for like, you know, bring that question up because you just caused me to look stupid in front of the entire class. At the end of the male student is a matter of privacy, so I'll actually not pry too deep. I'll just restart his class just to ask you about it. Just put him on the spot. Our time together has come to an end for a day. I bid you all farewell. I'm getting frustrated here. They're like throwing all these tricky ass questions at me. At this point, I don't want to take any of them. Alright. We gotta like finish this up. Just go and be done with it. Like Miss Ryford's like one of the few ones that didn't try to trick me. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. I trust you all remember our lesson before the midterm exam concerning the great crater of Paldea and its interior, Area Zero. Yeah, I've been there. This mysterious crater captured the imagination of many, including the former Paldean Emperor. 200 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of the team that achieved this great feat was the Area Zero Expedition. The team is said to have been made up of Paldea's best and brightest, but did they save the world? Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kinds. Among the list of team members was the name of a man who was an author and brilliant natural historian, Heath. After returning from the expedition to Area Zero, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. "200 years ago, oh no. See, I thought she was going to try, because usually when she says like 200 years ago, that's going to be on the final exam, I bet you. Great, to pick up and remember a term, I simply slip into the bowl to flow the lecture. Really are quite the clever one. The record of their activities written by the expedition member Heath can be found in bookstores and like even today. This record is even known as the Scarlet Book. I might know a thing about that. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about the Area Zero. The Scarlet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be thought of as real. Masses began to call Heath a liar. Even the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the crater was called into question. The Scarlet Book was condemned to the shelves of used bookstores as just another book of wild paranormal stories. There's a copy on one of the bookshelves on the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have a read if you're interested. And the funny thing is, if I really wanted to actually, you know, debunk those myths, all I gotta do is whip out like all my Pokemon right here, because I've got like all those you know, those ancient Pokemon, like, literally right in my pocket. Or my backpack, whatever. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Alright. So one more class there before final exams. I just want to go and get it all out of the way. I mean, after what he pulled last time, I kind of don't, but... My dear friends, how are you all today? I hope you are doing marvelously well. I'll be doing fine if you keep that Pikachu out of this classroom. Time for another of Saldor's language lessons. Are you ready? Your supplies, my questions are excellent. Today we once going to be focused on listening. You keep that little... A mortal enemy. As you may remember from our last class, the same Pokemon cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Today, that is, we'll be learning more about the language used by Pokemon. Alright, now you gave it away. Don't you tell me it's... Only because he said what it was. I mean, I figured it sounded sad anyway. Pikachu says... Expresses sadness. Kinda makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Now, what was it? No, it's not a funny joke. Just like last class, it wasn't funny. I'm still not clapping for it. See, it only shows like actual emotions or whatever, like, you know, when it's actually taking praise. But otherwise, it's gonna sit there, you know, acting angry and everything, not even actually gonna show it's mad. You hear one of your Pokemon make a sad noise like this one, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that, though. Piece of cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, it goes for your classmates and those as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that you can all have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Alright. So next is going to be our, it says final lesson, so I know that means it's going to be the final exam, or? I guess, like, oh yeah, just like our straight up final thing for that. Plus two, they just got to do these last two right here, and then we'll be like, you know, in the, last lessons for each one before the finals. I know this takes time to get through all this, but I kind of like want to do it on stream, you know. Just kind of like, you know, keep the whole, like, thing of me being a student here and everything instead of doing everything off stream. Or you keep your trick questions to yourself this time. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brassy's story that I simply couldn't contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. I certainly got a very stern talking to from Miss Time at that class, yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? Its name would imply there are 10 sites of Paldea that are considered particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchid is likely most accessible. You can see field after field of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cortanda. 2 waterfalls are also accounted among these 10 sites. Fury Falls and Casaroya Falls. I know I found Fury Falls, but I can't recall if I actually found Casaroya. Then there's Peak of Glacier. Yeah, I found that one. Paldea's highest peak. Another cliff on Glaciato Mountains that's named after its rather unique shape. It's screwed up because I haven't been there. You're cheating again. See, that I can't stand that. Because how are you supposed to know that if you haven't been there? And I really don't think I've been there. The shape was far too steady to be that of a human hand. I can imagine someone thought it would look like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. Well, maybe it's Mewtwo, but it's only got 3 prongs, three digits. There's also the mountains in Area 3 of the East Province where you can get a good look at Levincia. It's particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant it is known as the million-volt skyline. Alright, just bring out my Raichu where let him give you 1,000,000 volts. It's quite a hot spot for dates, and deservedly so for having such a romantic view. Imagine just what do you kids say these days, a very bleak selfie spot? I demand that we get a new art teacher. Of course, you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to their grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say that you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. Important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own 2 eyes. Sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own take. Wait, take a chance. That's it for today, class. Thank you for your attention. I'm just frustrated by this. The fact that, you know, he's on like try to quiz me on somewhere I've never been. Alright, take the home ec one. And then we'll be like at the last ones of these before we can do the finals for everything. Oh, yeah, he's one of the Elite Four. That's one thing I can say or whatever. You know, he might be kicking my ass in my, you know, stays at school, but I've whooped his ass in a Pokemon battle. I hope you're doing okay, Dave. Put away your phones. It's time to begin class. Right before me in field where one of your Pokemon walking alongside you. Have you ever noticed any changes in its coloration? Now, I don't mean that suddenly because of shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. And speaking of it becoming filthy. Pokemon battle. They get hurt by moves used against them. Yeah, that guy, Mr. Hassel, actually is one of the Elite Four in this game. He's one of the big Pokemon trainers. But again, I whooped his ass like, you know, a couple streams back, so that's how I got my champion status. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. I've seen many trainers walk around with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing this issue. It is deplorable. Hey, don't look at me now. I bathe my Pokemon. Like, sometimes. Someone who I am sure would not tolerate such shameful conduct. Ah, yes, Mr. Maskmare. What would you do if your Pokemon is dirty? I would just say clean it up, a pat on the head just to piss him off. No, he's one of the bosses in this game. Each game has an Elite Four. He's one of the Elite Four for this one. I clean it up. Perfectly correct. I knew I could count on you to provide me with such an answer. I was tempted, just to make you mad. Your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. This is of course simply common sense. While you're having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I would like to call the Pokemon wash. In other words, you were able to clean them up. You know, you could just use the term bath, dude. Basically what we're giving them. Start by getting your sponge ladder out with soapy bubbles. You gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. That's called a bath. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles that encapsulate the filth, you simply wash away with a spray of water. You don't have to, you know... It's literally just called a bath. I mean, I'm pretty sure we take one every day. We know what you're talking about. So get your Pokemon clean, shiny, bright as a Terra Jewel. Certainly quite a bit of work, but this will also restore HP and cure status conditions. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies that they don't want scrubbed or that they would rather not get wet. Sure, keep that in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. I think I had my Primate, you know, try to like beat my ass one time, like, because I scrubbed it somewhere or didn't like it. Well, before he actually became like an Annihilate. Now, the most important point that I must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. I will contradict myself by saying this. Please do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Like, I figure like, you know, the pig Pokemon probably wouldn't want to be cleaned up. Alright, let's go and start wrapping this up so I can finally, you know, go and do my thing. We gotta, like, you know, get through the last little bit of these, and then we can take our finals. Finally. Yeah, Miss Ryford's like one of the few here I actually like, at least she ain't trying to trick me left and right. Again, this would have been better if I would have, you know, been remember to come back to the academy and do my classes when they first came up. At least once this is over, we won't have to worry about them ever again, I don't think. Here's my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today is our last class, so I would like to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us one last time. In our last class, I taught you about the Area Zero expedition of 200 years ago, correct? The last 200 years ago is not that long ago. Not that long ago at all. Unfortunately, our history lessons must march on inexorably toward the future. Would it not be more of an adventure to march towards the past instead? Start from our present and study history in reverse? I think it would. So you agree with me, do you, Mass Mayor? However, I'm afraid I've risked incurring the wrath of our dear director if I stray from the curriculum. I suppose I have no choice but to let the flow of time carry us toward the future. In this last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the terrestrial phenomenon. Technology behind Terra Orbs has its origins in Area Zero. Even after the Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater's deepest depths, others continue to explore that area. Around 140 years ago, see that 140 I know that's going to be very key in the exams because she likes throwing these number things here. Pokemon cloaked in a mysterious light were discovered there. As you may have already guessed, these were in fact terrestrialized Pokemon. However, when those who discovered these Pokemon brought them out of Area Zero, the light faded, and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10 years ago, might as well be present day. Certain Pokemon you have definitely heard of unravel this mystery. Oh shit, here we go. Oh, Professor. You're not gonna get me here, Lay, because I know that Heath's ass is probably dead by now. It has to be Clavel. But no, Sada. Ha! See, you try to get my ass right there. I knew what your ass was up to. You can take your trick questions and shove them. Think that you, a new transfer to our academy, could correctly answer this question. You must be very diligent in your studies. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Sada unraveled the mystery of the terrestrial phenomenon. He discovered that the shining crystals down Area Zero, rather than energy they emit, is what caused Pokemon to terrestrialize. This led the professor to invent Terra Orb technology and to prevent a practical use for it. Technology was then shared with both the Pokemon League and our academy. Rumor has that Director Clavel was one of the researchers on the professor's team. Alas, the story is much less exciting now that someone we all know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? Alright. All these classes are making me hungry, though. I really wish I had a pizza. I think I've said that for the past several streams, but God, I want pizza. Alright, so we got, alright, language is final. I swear, he brings that Pikachu back in his class one more time. Alright, great answer. That is perfect for our last class together. I love it. All I did was say yes, or whatever. Today we will once again be having a listening lesson. Let's get right to it, my little Pikachu friend. For our last listening class, everyone... How am I supposed to go off that? Well, I mean, seriously, I mean, I've been wanting pizza for like several days now. It's just about getting the money for it. One contagious emotion in Pikachu's voice. It better be happiness. Thank you. God darn you, Deceptus. Lucky, man. And you don't rub it in. That's not fair. Well, Master, I'm so happy that you got it right. Get it? Pikachu says... Spreads happiness. Doesn't it make you just want to break out in a happy dance? As long as we ain't twerking like in Lethal Company. But didn't have to ask Pikachu to put on act day. Oh no, I simply asked him to show you all how it felt about getting to have class with you. That's the one time its face actually like it matched his emotion. Getting to meet so many new friends and stay together in this class with you. Made me, but me and my little Pikachu so very happy. Now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one last word of advice. As you live your lives, I'm sure you all have times where you get mad or sad, maybe even more than you would like. That's the truth. Everything here has its ups and downs. Life's a veritable roller coaster. But Alafine, in the end, that is, there's surely happiness waiting for you. So God has a la suave. I said I was gonna do this, 'cause I knew I was gonna mispronounce it. That is so there. Keep a smile on your face, even in the hardest of times. How many languages do you know? I swear. It's like walking Rosetta Stone. You face a problem that you can't handle alone. Find someone to rely on. Be the teacher, your family, your friends, anyone. Our next lesson will be our final exam. Be sure to review what we learned in our lesson so far. Me and that Pikachu are gonna have throwing hands at some point, though. Alright, we're almost there. We can do the exams, and we can finally move on to what I actually want to do for this game. Once I actually go see if there's any other get a particular thing from Jacques. I personally don't like this class. This guy keeps on tricking me. Yeah, unfortunately. How time flies, they say. Indeed, our time together has certainly flown by. It's hard to believe this is our last class. Our topics for today may feel somewhat unrelated to art. There is absolutely no set definition as to what art should be. Therefore, let's carry on the discussion and see where it takes us. There are two things I wish to focus on today, ribbons and marks. Oh, shit. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture Pokemon's qualities. There will be times when your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. In recognition of its feats or accomplishments, it can be given a ribbon. To give an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to Pokemon, it may be granted a Best Friends ribbon. Incidentally, there's a person in Cascarapa who can give your Pokemon a Best Friends ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on wild Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the care of a Pokemon, such as with the Rowdy mark or the Vigor mark. It's completely up to luck whether you run into a Pokemon with these marks. So if you're able to catch Pokemon with a mark, rejoice in your outstanding fortune. Does anyone know what special thing you can do with a Pokemon that have ribbons or marks? You can show them off. You can take your trick answers and shove them. Oh my god. Wait, what do you mean I can join the pizza party? What'd you do? What are you up to? What'd you do? Pizza party. Well, yes, indeed, you can show them off, but sure that's not necessarily your interest, is it? Hassel, everyone clear this classroom. I'm about to throw hands at him right now. My Gengar will wipe the floor with you. Don't even maybe bring out Garchomp. Dude, you can show them off, but surely that's not necessarily your interest, is it? You know, you are just such a freaking... You are a goddamn hypocrite. You know, dang well art is supposed to be like showed off and everything. You need to stick to your subject. The correct answer to Pokemon ribbons or marks will be given titles. I just renamed mine and call it a day. What's more, they can be sent to battle displaying a title you're choosing. For example, you can send out a Gibble with a Best Friends ribbon by declaring, "Go Gibble, the great friend." Well, I know I just said that marks are generally found already on Pokemon when you... See, that girl right there has got the right idea. She's not even paying attention. She's like reading her little pamphlet. We meet them for the first time. Since then, more recently, Pokemon be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. These are marks such as the Gourmand mark, the Item Finder mark, the Partner mark, and so on. Perhaps it might be fun to try and work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue. You know, get my Pokemon like the Whooped Hassel's Asshole mark. How about that? Next is the final exam. Please review our material closely so you can pass on your first try. Assume you don't cheat. I just checked it. There wasn't anything there. Oh, damn, Dave. Thank you, man. Yeah, as soon as this stream's over, I'm going to get me a pizza for sure. Yeah, Hassel's a freaking cheater. I'm going to say straight up. Like, I hate these class. What are you laughing at, Psyduck? I will bring out this Gengar. Y'all do not want me to bring out my little mischief makers right here. Seriously, I've got like... Don't get me started on these 4. They were a pain in the ass to get. Yeah, that one right there. Seriously, do not let me bring out this one. And still, I think this Pokemon just looks so badass, though. I'm seriously gonna... I'm probably gonna not name him Mechagodzilla, but Kiryu. In case anyone hasn't noticed here, don't mind like the weird ramen pajamas on her. Yeah, I've kind of got a thing for kaiju, for those who don't know about my whole Godzilla thing or whatever, so yeah, I might actually name him after a certain one of my favorite Godzilla villains. I mean, Gigan's still my favorite Godzilla baddie, but I love me some Mechagodzilla, specifically, you know, Kiryu. I'm actually probably gonna name this after, you know, I'm gonna name it Kiryu. But yeah, where is it? Yeah, I'll bring out my Darkrai. Like, you don't know me. Yeah, you better look away, Psyduck. I'm ready to like just about to be a menace in the school just because I'm not getting through my exams properly. Alright, is that? Alright, now we just gotta get this one. I love me some King Kong, I just don't like having any merch of him. But I love King Kong. They had like, you know, some stuff at FYE, or actually at Books A Million. There's this one particular King Kong plushie I'm really wanting. Actually, no, I do have like a King Kong thing. Yeah, I got this right here. Yeah, it's from like, it's this thing called U2's. I got this right here. It's from like, you know, when him and Godzilla were throwing hands on the, you know, on the boat, like in Godzilla vs. Kong. So yeah, I mean, it's in the package where, but it's like a little vinyl figure thing, but yeah. That's like probably the only King Kong merch I have though, but yeah. It was really hard for me to actually like really say who I was rooting for in the movie. Because I'm a longtime Godzilla fan, but I love Kong as well. I mean, I knew in the end they were gonna like work together somehow. Like I figured that was what was gonna happen, and sure enough, I was right. But alright, anyways, let's go and get back to this because we gotta finish these classes so I can go and get onto the proper adventure. Because again, I filled out my Paldean Pokedex, but you know where we're going to tonight with the Teal Mask thing, it's gonna be a completely new territory with like a bunch of new Pokemon. I'm really excited to see what's gonna be there. Yeah, I love Kong. I'm definitely excited for the new movie. Put away your phones. It's time to begin our last class together. So one thing I really did love about Godzilla King of the Monsters, like when Ghidorah was basically doing like the call for all the kaiju to show up, basically going like and bow down to him. One thing you might notice that Kong was one of the ones that didn't answer. He just stayed his ass on that island. Like Kong like actually just ignored King Ghidorah when he was doing the whole call, like to get all the others like to, you know, come and bow down to him. Kong ignored him, which I thought was freaking hilarious. Put away your phones, it's time to begin our last class together. Home economics is the study of life's necessities, but looking back on our time together, I realized I focused almost entirely on food. Yeah, and trying to give us like a long detailed concept on how the hell to give a Pokemon a bath. Hope it's not too late to shift to a discussion of clothing. No necessity in our last class. As I'm sure you're aware, our academy has an air of freedom about it. We provide uniforms for each season to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish whenever they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, one for each for spring, summer, fall, and winter, when the academy accepted you. By chance you were not aware of this, you may wish to peruse your wardrobe. As long as you wear a school uniform, the rest of your ensemble need not be school issued. It's kind of funny how he says that, because that's basically how I, you know, explain things in my book Nightmare Country, and the fact that, you know, a lot of it taking place in the school, like the students have to wear uniforms. But I did kind of like say in that one that as long as the uniform's worn, they can modify it, which is kind of like what Fiona, you know, what she basically does. For those who like, you know, haven't like listened to my little audiobook series I've been doing on this channel for my book, yeah. As long as you wear a school uniform, the rest of your ensemble need not be school issued. This includes your bag or your hat. If you choose to wear one, you're even free to style your hair however you wish. Salvador's hairstyle, for example, would almost certainly have been against school rules. I wouldn't say anything, but rules when I was a boy. That reminds me. I mean, like a Bulbasaur, like you hit with a razor leaf. There's one more thing you all had to, like to decorate, which I must say I find quite charming. We can't. You're not gonna get me, buddy. I tried to decorate my dorm room. Our phones. Now, just because I tried to actually, if I was like decorate my room. Really correct. That's the adorable little thing I was speaking of. Oh, it interests me so. I must admit that I am fascinated by Rotom phones and how to customize them. What's that? How very intriguing. So there's a shop called Delibird Presents where you can purchase cases for your Rotom phones. Well, thank you for that little useful bit of information. I shall have to go myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case of my own liking. He's really drawn out with his explanations on things. God forbid, you know, he actually like talked about like a book he read. Alright, Dave, I understand, man. You go and get some rest, okay? And again, thanks for like the pizza funds. I'm definitely gonna be using them after this stream. Cause I was sick recently, so my appetite, like, you know, has been coming back more and more. Like, the other night I ate like a whole bag of chicken nuggets and all that, but thankfully I went to the gym. I guess I worked a lot of it off. But yeah, I really appreciate you, man. You know, you get some rest. You have a good day at work tomorrow, okay? And also, of course, Happy New Year. Forgive me. I seem to have gotten a little carried away with the small talk. That's small talk? Ahem. As this class known as home economics, so yes, he's talking about economics, but he's not being like economy size with his talking. Yes, and I offer these final words to you who have been honing everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourselves, to take care of your Pokemon, decide what to wear in the morning when you awaken. I'll be honored if what I've taught you serves to smoothen out and enrich your lives. Man, listen, he's a great teacher, but God, like I hate his picnic talk. Even if only a little. Sentiment was imparted to me by Mr. Hassel. His particular outlook on such matters. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. And that kind of sours the fact he got that concept from Mr. Hassel. Time to get us come to a close for today. Prepare to do your best on our final exam. So, I like him. It's just that, you know, what frustrating about the whole thing with him is like, okay, if you're not using the picnic system in this game, it's basically gonna end up like screwing you over. Alright, let's get these exams out of the way. Because we got several we gotta take here. We're already past like the hour mark in the stream. I mean, if I do 4 hours now, I will. Alright, biology. Go ahead and start getting these things out of the way. This is what I've been waiting for to do these finals. So I can go properly adventure. Hello everyone. Today's our final exam. It will cover everything I've taught you so far, but I'm sure you all do just fine. Alright. Three of them. Hold on a sec. Oh no. So we're starting off like this, using a Poketoy. No, isn't a Poketoy the thing that makes it where like it makes it where you can run away? Oh, you ain't getting me today, Jacques. Get new Pokemon only by catching them yourself or trading with other trainers. No, because you can evolve them. Yeah, that's bullshit, because you can get new Pokemon by evolving them. Hold on. Yeah, mystery gifts, for one. It shouldn't. Wasn't it 1 in 2,000? Or I think it was 1 in 4,000. No, it has 4. Nice try. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. If I didn't pass this thing, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Stuck a little bonus question there right at the end. Yeah, last time you did this, they found out about it. Love it. I hope I passed. Because some of those are a bit curveball-y. Come on. See? He tried to get me. They're out to get me here. It's a conspiracy. What? She just said 3, though. I thought she said I had to get 3 out of 5. Get out of my camera, dude. Alright, this game's like, is That's BS. I know dang well she said like it took 3 out of 5, but I got 3. So don't even with me, woman. Watch me do worse this time. No, it doesn't. See, there's 3 questions correct. I got 3. Oh, okay, I get it now. 4 questions correct to pass the final exam. Alright, I wasn't paying attention to that. Oh my god. And what really gets me is the fact that these are ones like that weren't even on the recent things. Okay, I'm starting to get frustrated here. At least I can just take it right over again, but still. Like, I'm wanting to go and get through this. I'm gonna go and say, like, the exam stuff, like, you know, these things has actually been, like, one of my least favorite parts about the game, though. 4? False? No? We'll say... I swear, this is 3 again. This is getting frustrating. What gets me is I did great on, like, the midterms, but, like, just some of these questions just seem like they're just pure BS. Things I know for a fact, and I recall, like, he never actually said anything about, like, giving him, like, a Poke toy in the previous thing. So we're gonna say 3 here. I'm starting to think that when he snuck in does affect the grade. How is it that I answered some of them similarly to what I did before, whatever I could swear, and... Okay, now I'm starting to get really, really angry here. Not really legitimately angry, but it's just... I hate this. I really do. Three. I can't remember if I did. I think I just screwed up again. I think I answered like everything similar to what I did at one point before. And I just hate if it's gonna be like the other thing's gonna be similar to this. Yeah, this is not going my way. I'm gonna pass this thing. It's just, you know, it's... Okay. So what gets me about the whole thing with, like, you know, the Pokemon one, or, like, the one, like, with trading or whatever, I mean, there's the mystery gifts thing. Alright. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to it. 2, because I don't think feeding it a berry does it. Alright, that's one place I think where I screwed up. I'm gonna still say this is false. I don't care. I think this is just basically, I want to say, I think if I'm correct with this, they said before, I think it was like mainly for, like, you know, only if, like, they're evolving naturally. We'll say yes. And I definitely recall this being 1 in 4,000. We know for a fact this has more. I think this has like 4 forms. Probably like gonna say it's like less than 3 again. I don't know how many times I've taken this final exam, but. Well, there we go. About damn time. Let's get the hell on out of here. Yeah, after like the 9,000th time I took the stupid test. Alright, let's just go ahead and just get on through these things so we can go ahead and go adventure. Yeah, one more time to walk by my camera, I swear. I personally don't like Mathlemus this time. I just want to go and get it on out of the way. Yeah. Would have sucked if you couldn't actually take it again. You had to go through all the classes over again just to be able to do it again. That would have sucked. Alright, it's time to begin our final exam. Trust me, no one's happier about this than me. I'm sure the fun experience you all had in my class will serve you as well as you... Okay. You're not gonna get me this time, woman. 6. Five. And don't you dare give me that Premier Ball BS. It would be 50. It's cut in half. How am I supposed to know this one? 12? 4? Triple, I think. See, I hate this. I think she said it would be like 2. For the love of God, please tell me I passed that, so I can go and get on out of here. This was the culmination of all I taught you, and I'm sure you all did just fine. You're going to ask for your scores at the front desk and then take a nice break. Oh, please let me just pass that so I can go and be done. Of course, if I actually went on past that the first go, I had such problems, you know, with, like, you know, biology. Here we go again. And once again, I'm being reminded why I hate the math class in this game. Okay. We need to get this out of the way. We need to go and, you know, get through all this and be done with it. I swear, she's trying to trick me with that Premier Ball crap again. Wait a minute. Four, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We know this one should be 30. Plus, you think about it, 5 times, 5 times 6 is 30. When you think about it like that. So that one's technically a given or whatever. I mean, I forgot about, like, my multiplication tables. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's 3,000. So that one should be correct. She didn't say anything about no Premier Balls. She can keep that to herself. Still say this is 50. This is one of the ones that got me. I'm going to say 12 this time. We're going to say quadruple damage. And we're going to say 2. Give me my dang passing grade, woman. I want out. That's it. She didn't say no Premier Balls. She said Great Balls. I don't care. You know, that's... How's it still 3? Oh my god, this is frustrating. I bet you she's trying to get me with that stupid, like, I bet you it's that stupid Premier Ball thing again. But the thing is, it said Great Balls. So they're just... It said 5 great... You can get, like, you know, Great Balls with nothing about Premier Balls. We're gonna say 6. Just to humor it. Still gonna say 50 on this one. Hang on. So I'm gonna say 12%. Double damage, maybe? No, we're gonna stick with quadruple. I'm trying to humor this. So here's the thing. I think this is where they're tricking me. I was saying 2, but it says nothing about it being a weakness one. If it doubles it if it's I think I'll like increase it to 1.5 here or whatever. I hate this test. I didn't like the last one either. Hopefully those ain't gonna be too much of a problem. How's it only 1? That's the worst I've done so far. This game, I swear, dude. Of course, she's like, you know, the one that's giving me the hardest trouble here now. That's the thing, what it really feels like with this or whatever is you could go through and, like, you know, go through all the classes and learn everything, but still they're going to be catching with the trick questions. Five. Wait, if a water type move with a power level... That's what they're tricking me, right? I wasn't really paying attention to that. If a water type move with a power of 1 and lands a critical hit on a grass type Pokemon. I want to say it's probably still going to be at least, like, probably maybe, 50 would be like, you know, if it wasn't. I want to say, you know, criticals will be doubled. Try that. I still say it's going to be 12 for this. Quadruple for this. Well, no. Triple. And this one, we know this was wrong, so I'm going to say 2 on that. Please, for the love of God, let me pass it this time. I'll take it. I don't care. History. I just want to Now this one, hopefully ain't gonna be as bad, because I mean, I kind of paid attention a good bit in this. We'll see. We also don't know what kind of curveball she may throw at me. She tried me a couple times. Time for our final examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your minds and answer these questions. Area 0. It was 805, I believe. A folding fan. Oh, hold on. Pretty sure it was a folding fan. Keith. $10. Please tell me I just went on and got through that. But excuse that last question, it's too shallow and ridiculous to be on the history test. But last, the director forced me to include it. I didn't know Sana had to do a 10, like, and it was the only time she ever mentioned Sada, so... Please tell me I got through that test with no problems. I know that I should have got through that one. Thank you. Let's carry on. At least I mostly pay attention in her class, so I try to pay attention in the other ones, but the thing is with her, she didn't throw like as many trick questions. You just had to really pay attention when she mentioned something that had like to do with time, or like, you know, or how many years had passed or whatever. This guy right here with this freaking Pikachu. So I want to at least get a little bit done in Area 0, like, you know, in the first DLC night. Today we take our final exam. Relax, that is, and do your best. This was on the last test. I love you. Oh, don't you start your shit now. Anger. Happiness. Assume the obligatory last question that is gave you no trouble. I'm sure you all did great. For all my friends, you can get the scores at the school's front desk. If anything tripped me up, it's going to be the Pikachu questions. I know I got the rest of them right. We'll see. That's what I thought. I knew if anything, the Pikachu was going to trip me up, but I was on to him that time. If only we can, like, continue to breeze through him like this. Alright, we're on the last finals. And at least this is going by quicker than the actual studies, because there's not as much text. You just gotta go through and read the questions, and that's it. Finally, game day. Today's our final exam. Time to put on your game face and do battle with those test sheets. What's Sheer Boost attack and special attack for all the allies in it? I think it's go all out. Yeah, I think I've done that. I'm pretty sure that's actually what it's called. It'll go all out. Auto battles. Take on gyms. They are adjusted to flat rules, if I'm correct. Flat rules, or... yeah. I can swear... I believe that was true. Please let me pass this one too so we can just keep going. So I give everything you got. I'm sure y'all got perfect scores. Now you're putting pressure on me. You all did so well in my class. If you pass this test, you'll officially be Battle Masters. My glass for your surely stellar scores at the front desk, you little rascals. Kind of worried about that one. I think there was like a couple, one or two there I kind of got worried about. Namely the battle ones. I'll take it. I don't care. I don't know which one it was I missed, but it's probably the flat rules one. As long as I'm just passing them now instead of like struggling like I did with the first two exams. Alright, we're down to the last two finals here. Now, Hassel's like, you know, been originally his classes started out easy and then he started getting tricky with his, so see what happens. We hope you're all ready because it's time for your final exam. Focus and do your best. And begin. There's a treasure eatery. That would be the surrendering Sunflora. 2. I believe he said that was in Levencia. The marks a Pokemon have are when you first meet, none can be added later. True, if I'm correct. He probably found a way to try to trick me right there too, knowing him. Thank you all so much for learning about art with me. The time we share is let the marked owl treasure our promise. Watch him start crying. It's my sincere wish that all you go on to even greater, more prosperous futures. That's good. And that's that. Good work, everyone. You receive your results from the front desk. I thought he was going to break down to a crying fit again. Alright, come on. I knew he was going to try to curveball me with one of them, but I still passed. Alright, final exam. Final exam. I can finally say I'm done with these classes. I can go out and do whatever I want afterwards. Which, I mean, I could have done it anyway. Could, like, you know, wait until, like, you know, the end of the final DLC. I did the final DLC and then went back and did the final exams to make it more accurate and say I actually graduated, but technically this probably would have just been for this semester. Time has come to test how well you all have learned in my class. Even before the information simmering in your brains from the last minute's cram session fades. Sparkling power. Pretty sure it probably makes it where it doesn't help strong Pokemon, because that's basically based around, like, you know, what kind of Pokemon you use to make the egg, right? Make food with others, since you wanted to, like, try to trick me with that one before. Pokemon wash. It doesn't matter. Our time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I made the questions a little easier than I planned to. It's a way of saying thank you for informing me about Rotom phone cases. Trust you all gave this exam everything you had, so you don't have to retake it. Definitely. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day. And whichever kid it was that made him make the questions easier due to the phone case, he's definitely the Chad of the class. Shoot. Feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at the results. I should have passed that one for sure. Yeah, I'd say I did. And that's all the exams. You now finish all your classes and pass all the exams. I have this for you from Director Clavel. Retain 5. He gave me the good ones. Then you can focus all your efforts on this year's treasure hunt. Be careful out there. Well, I've already done that too. Does anyone have anything for me? Oh crap, I got a lot of talking I gotta do. Oh boy. I wonder if they all got gifts for me. Where is... Oh crap, I don't see what's now. I don't see Jacques anywhere. Alright, let's go and get all these out of the way. Maybe he'll pop up at some point once we do these. Wait, hold on, they're already here. Okay, there she is. Nah. Let's see if they got any gifts for me. My visiting master from class 1A. So I want to like increase my relations with them, but I can do this later. Well, damn, I couldn't get out of it. Vessel of sword, a set of tablets, a set of beads. After obtaining these 4 treasures, King's Castle was destroyed. Why do you ask? Because these 4 treasures were actually 4 Pokemon, which I may or may not currently have in my possession. She's talking about like the 4 Pokemon of Ruin. These Pokemon were passed from human hand to human hand as treasures. They slowly became tainted by hubris and greed. Finally, after coming in contact with the rapacity of the king at that time, they awakened as disasters and began to rampage out of control. Until I start controlling them. The king called for renowned Pokemon warriors to defend the country, and after a fierce battle, these incarnations of disaster were quelled. It's said these 4 Pokemon were then sealed away somewhere in Paldea. Well, I found them. So what do you think? Say the story is just make-believe? No. And very astute of you. I've read many historical disaster reports, personal journals, and the like. There's much to support this truth to this story. What's fact, I literally had them in my backpack. If I'm able to prove the story's veracity myself, I'll be sure to let you know. I could prove it to her. All I gotta do is just, like, show them to her. Whatever the case, I need to find what's his name. I need to find Jacques. I'm gonna talk to Clavel real quick. Maybe he knows something. I might need to talk to all of them before I can find Jacques. They might be blocking him out. Master, how can you do? I must say, I'm pleased to see you on school grounds again. Travel and adventure certainly have their place, but it does one good to attend class as well, no? In which, there's something I would very much like to ask you. I understand you have joined a variety of classes during your time here at the Academy, but if I may ask, which of your faculty members has made the most valuable impression on you? Dendra? Well, I don't know. She's, like, been the easiest one to deal with. I like Dendra, but Ryford's actually... I don't know, Mr. Jacques' pretty cool. His class is bullshit. Mr. Jacques from biology class, you say? Yes, he is a fine teacher, a most earnest and hardworking fellow. We are truly blessed to have so many wonderful teachers and staff members at Naranja Academy. I firmly believe that our faculty is second to none in their commitment to our students' ongoing education and well-being. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, Master Maskmare. That was it? Alright, I'm hoping it's not that I've got to, like, go and talk to all of them anyway. A good friend of mine has been telling me of your recent exploits. Me and Clive. I'll leave that identity to your imagination. But now, lest I forget, there's another matter I would very much like your opinion on. You know that what made our gentleman's hairstyle is considered cool as if it were among the youth these days? Oh god. Giant pompadours. Ah shit, I shouldn't have encouraged him. So I said as much, though I don't seem to recall many of the Academy's male students sports such a style. Could it be then that the pompadour has already had its day in the sun? Perhaps I ought to consider a change of wig. Ah, that is to say, never mind. He really thinks I don't know who he actually was. We know you were Clive. Thank you for your insight, Master Maskmare. It was most enlightening. I started seeing him walking around with a friggin' pompadour. I should not have encouraged him. And there's more. Thank you again for your outstanding work on Operation Starfall. I cannot tell you how relieved I am that we were able to help Miss Penny as we did. I know she's exceedingly grateful for you for your part in all this. I have one more thing to ask you, though. But the request is admittedly of a delicate nature. Do you think you can continue being good friends with Miss Penny as you had thus far? Yeah, of course. Didn't really give me an option, but even if... Still. Must say, I'm truly glad to have you as one of my students at the Academy. I believe you're more than earned this small token of my appreciation. Like he just paid me. Alright. Alright, so that's that one. Might as well go ahead. I mean, I am getting stuff from them, so I might as well go ahead and go and just finish up their things too. I mean, I may just have to change it up to where the Teal Mask thing technically doesn't start tonight. We'll just start on it tomorrow, depending on how long it takes. I do want to at least like try to go to the next area. Master, time has come. Cursed treasures, 4 Pokemon ruin. I know this. I stumbled upon truth in the newspaper of all places. Had an interview piece with a carpenter, no less. Pokemon widows apparently use sacred stakes to steal their treasures of ruin in shrines. There's a separate shrine for each of the 4 Pokemon, 8 stakes driven to the ground in the areas surrounding each shrine to keep the power of the power of ruin at bay. Actually showing this, I already know. In other words, if all the stakes are for a given shrine were to be removed, it will release the Pokemon held inside. Don't you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines of their tiny little shrines, Maskmare? Yeah, I've already done it! Kind soul, I see. You are proving truly useful. According to the extent of the Pokemon widows in the story, you must have a bond with Pokemon in order to remove the stakes. Sure, someone as Pokemon suave as you would have no trouble with all that. Choose it for yourself whether to believe me or not, but I will mark the location of these shrines on your map. So I found them without the map. I used like a online map instead of hers. I got myself, of course, but skipping out of my classes to go adventuring seems to have made the director a little suspicious of me. You can think of it as part of your treasure hunt. Treasures of ruins are still treasure after all. Hope you investigate these shrines if you were at all inclined to do so. See, that actually would make my job somewhat easier, at least locating them. You know, it wouldn't probably show me where the stakes were. Let's keep it going. Maskmare, did you find any of the treasures of ruin? Yes. Oh, you caught... Oh, so she does find that I caught them. Oh, you caught Ting Lu, the Vessel of Ruin. Interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. Judging by its shape and size, this vessel was almost certainly not for everyday use. Perhaps it was a work of art, or better yet, a ritual artifact having some sort of deity. I feel that must be some meaning behind the horns and the designs resembling eyes. Could it be this artifact was fashioned after the deity's very appearance? This mystery goes even deeper. My thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. You'd like you have something more to report. What is it? Oh, you caught Xing... Oh, she's about to lose it again. Xing Pao, the Sword of Ruin. Interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. So the sword's blade and hilt are formed this Pokemon's left and right fangs. Only the sword broke when it became a Pokemon. Perhaps it was always that way. Well, I cannot imagine the king wanted to buy a broken sword. Maybe it was some sort of weapon that was meant to be used in this broken state. History goes even deeper. I'm like, alright. Between the tablets of ruin. I've never seen so many wooden writing tablets thrown together. Must have been an epic tale. Those excavated tablets are tantamount to graffiti or simple memos. The valuable tools for learning about the past, but nothing like this. I can't read it, but given the link, that must be a story. Ah, yes, perhaps the words of a curse. I felt cursed when I was trying to catch that thing. Only words weren't faded. How frustrating. The wooden tablets piqued the curiosity of a king. What might have been written on them. You can talk to Salvador, see if he can actually help me understand the language of this thing. History goes even... Alright, and... one last one. To you, the beads of ruin. Alright. These ideas weren't thought to be sacred and thus were worn during religious rituals. I believe they were most often worn as a single bead on the neck like a pendant, but it seems Chi was 4 of them. Were the beads worn in pairs, like on the ears or wrists? Or were the rituals perhaps performed by 4 people? One Earth could cause beads such as these originally used to ward off disaster to become brings of disaster themselves. Any part of my history with my own eyes fills me with joy. I thank you, Maskmare. and now report back to me with all 4 of the treasures of ruin. I never thought that you would be able to do this much for me. Yeah, my thanks, Masked Mayor. I would like to go looking for the treasure room myself and make them my own. I suppose it was precisely because I sent you, someone with pure heart, that we were able to accomplish this feat. Maybe the treasure of my dreams, but I will allow you to have them for now. Consider a symbol of my gratitude, too. Take it as yours. Nasty plot. Okay. I don't mind if I continue to keep an eye on you. Alright. So that's hers, out of the way. Where's this dork at? There he is. Do not start crying. Why, hello there, young Masked Mayor. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought and didn't notice your approach. I feel I must again apologize for what transpired in the schoolyard. And that is very magnanimous of you. The woman who showed up is a dragon tamer, and a relative of mine, I might add. See, I come from a very long line of trainers specializing in dragon-type Pokemon. There was a child in our family who was expected to stand on its head, lead to greatness. But the young lad, rebellious little fellow that he was, ran away from home one day. He made quite a show of it too, swearing he'd make a living with music. A lot happened since then. Now he's the art teacher and the Elite Four member before you. After I so rudely took my leave during our last conversation, my dear relative encouraged me to give up teaching and return home at last. I've been told the current leader of my family, that is to say my father, is in poor health. Oh, but I do apologize. Perhaps I'm not cut out for teaching after all. What sort of teacher grumbles on his own students? I mean, your trick questions are a pain in the ass, but... Oh, my dear Masked Mayor, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. Thank you so very much. Alright, so I guess we gotta, like, go somewhere else that... Yeah, I'm ended up, like, doing more out here in the lobby than I thought I was gonna have to. Or more in all this. It's going to, like, work on finishing up his thing first, do them in order. Or do them, like, in the way I'm doing them. Oh, hello there, Masked Mayor. You always seem to appear at the most crucial moments. Well, you see... Ah, shit. Master Hassel, I'm here to collect you. So I see. I'm glad you finally made up your mind about taking your place as the leader of the family. Well, it's indeed true that I've made up my mind. I made up my mind to continue teaching here at the Academy. How could you? Are you saying you don't care what happens to our proud lineage? I'm saying that I have my other priorities. Have a look around the art decorating this room, would you? Children here are letting their senses, their perceptiveness grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting our family's ancient bloodline is of no importance. I simply wish to see young talent blossom, grow into the future. It just seems so much more fun to me, if I'm being honest. What other nonsense? Hey, we can have a Pokemon battle right here to protect his honor if you want. Trust me, I don't think you want to throw hands with my Gengar, though. Yet, that's what I thought. Fearless, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you are worthy of carrying the will of the dragons, Mr. Hassel. I will not give up. I will come as many times as I need to in order to change your mind. Well, by all means, my door is open. I think you'll soon find you met your match in stubbornness. Thought I could be cowed by some story spun up about my father's deteriorating health? I'm not so easily fooled. I'll return another day. Wait, so you lied about us? Oh, now I do want to battle them. I'm sorry you had to see all that. So very close to resigning my post as teaching and returning to my home, but the students here gave me courage to say no. That includes you, Masked Mayor. Words truly brought me strength. I cannot think of a way I can possibly repay my debt to you young ones. Take this, if you will, insufficient as it may be in expressing the full breadth of my gratitude. And let me be clear to all. I, Hassel, will continue on my chosen path as instructor to the use of our world. Alright, so that's Hassel's out of the way. I guess we're kind of getting through these little things, but it's just, it feels like I've got to do these just like to actually find Jacques. Unless he's somewhere else. You don't stop calling me new kid. You do realize I passed my final exams, right? You came to see me, did you? I'm here to check out the sandwiches they got for sale. Oh, that's right, I forgot. She can't make a sandwich for crap. I forgot about this whole, Yeah, we've been trying to help her learn how to make sandwiches. School stores sandwiches taste great and have excellent nutritional balance, too. What happened to your intensive training? Yeah, I guess I'm just not used to it yet. All that training kind of wore me out. Achieved my goal anyway, so I'm going to take a break from sandwich making for a bit. Alright, I didn't tell you what my goal was. I want to pay Nurse Miriam back for everything she does for me. It was my way of saying thanks. She's so nice and so skilled at what she does. I really look up to her. I want to try sandwich making so I could be skilled at doing something for other people like she is. I guess they just won't cut out for it. What my cut out for, though, is being full of energy, so I decided to focus on that instead. Like I said in class, I think people in Pokemon should make their strong points stronger. Yeah, the stories are definitely absolutely amazing, though. You really helped me out, new kid. Take this as a way of saying thanks. Alright, her quest line is done. 10 bottles of protein. Bottles of protein in your bag's other items pocket. Alright, then what should I go with today to get my protein in? Meat? Possibly some hummus in it? They got hummus? Yeah, I think we already in the middle of his before as well. So I know, like, at least we're not starting, like, too many of these, like, fresh. Damn Pikachu. Wait, there he is right there. I swear that's an ugly-ass suit. Palmy as well, just see for yourself. That's right, he was, like, looking after the Palmy. Yeah, it's feeling better, but this particular Palmy may just be a bit meek, I suppose. I had Nurse Miriam take a look at it well, and she says there's nothing wrong with it health-wise. Probably it's his mother, his family, or something. So she shouldn't have any injuries, ailments, or the like. Probably just homesick. And so it's never uttered so much as a cry, which is odd. That part is... I'm gonna laugh if his ass taking care of a Ditto. Or is even Mr. Jacques here stumped? Sorry that couldn't be of any help. But I feel like if it was a Ditto, like the nurse would have known. Don't worry about it. I have some more information now thanks to the Academy security cameras though. Seems Palmy was tapped by a wild Pokemon fled here to the Academy grounds. Oh, okay. Maybe it's still a bit of a shock from that experience and can't bring itself to speak yet. If that's the case, there's absolutely no problem with keeping quiet. It's like the exact opposite of him, because he can't shut up and everything, and like in the Palm, he's like, you know, it's like a mime. Can't just wait, that is, until it feels like talking. That's all we can do, really. Even if we can speak all sorts of languages, there's no guarantee that you can understand what's going on in someone's heart. But I have no fear. I won't give up. No, I'll keep on trying until we figured each other out. Alright, and I should have one more thing for him. Because whenever it says trusted, there's like one more step afterwards. I feel like it should make it where like Jacques should show up somewhere now. Yeah, there he is now, but we're gonna go ahead and finish this up because still gotta do Miss Times, and also I'm just mainly doing this just to get like the gifts out of them as well. We're almost done with Salvador, so we can start. Yeah, that's right. We had the other guy. We were already in the middle of his as well too. So, well, she's here also. We know we finished up her quest line. My dear Maskmare, Palmy here is as healthy as can be. Well, it seems being quiet is simply a part of this one's personality, but it's hard for Pokemon to communicate with spells without speaking up. As you know, wild Pokemon use their cries to tell each other all sorts of things, like the location of food or whether there are predators nearby. I know, you taught me all this, or remind me of it. A stupid Pikachu of yours that was throwing me a trick question. So even if I were to release this back into the wild, I'm afraid it may not be able to do those sort of things, which means it will be an easy target. What do you think, Master? Where does Palmy belong? With you? Taking care of it? I didn't expect you to hear my name. So you think it should stay here with me? I was so focused on getting it back to good health so I could return it to the wild, I didn't even consider that possibility. Well, I mean, you're basically its father now. Think about that idea, my little Palmy friend. Watch it talk. Spoke at last. Even without speaking Pokemon language myself, I know that that reply simply means yes. Oh, my dear Maskmare, merci so very, very much for all your help with Palmy. All the Marines should have this here. Rare Pokemon for you to raise. What, He gave me a whole Meowth. I like how he talks about it's rare, and I've seen like 20 of them out there, like my time adventuring. It better be shiny. I said I'll take upon myself to look after Palmy for good. I will indeed. He gave me a whole Meowth. Now, if it would have been a Mewtwo, I'd be like, no, wait a minute here. I know this has got to be a glitch or something. There ain't no way. I'm Master Massmare. There's something that I would very much like to ask for your help with. Hey, what's up? Well, you see, I do not want anyone to overhear this, but I have rumors of incredibly sweet condiment that exists somewhere in the Paldea region. I have experienced that ambrosial sweetness myself. You are the only one who knows my insatiable sweet tooth, thus I have no one else I can turn to for this. What is it? What does he want? Well, what is it? So he says like it's honey or yogurt or something. Guess I may already have it, because I mean I was going around like buying sandwich ingredients constantly, so. Alright, let's close out his. Should be right here at Yahomek. I swear, if it's something off the wall, I'm hoping I may already have it in my inventory. This class doesn't seem like a cozy little place just to have lunch, though. Another matter I need help with. I have discovered this sweet condiment. Sweet Herba Mystica. If you find it during the course of your treasure hunt, I will be grateful if you would share some with me. Oh, crap. Wait. I have some. Don't I? Oh, well, don't say I could give him some if I don't have it. Alright, so I think we can get that through raids. Alright, so this is one we can't close out just yet. We gotta like do like one of the terror raids to be able to do that. Alright, so his is not completed. We'll get it though. Alright, but now at least this is the last thing we gotta do right here before we can start like the... So actually this may be his quest line too, because he did want me to like find the Pokemon before. Look at the Pokedex, that's amazing, really amazing. It's all thanks to you, Massmare. You know, I visited a strange shop the other day and I'm having to pick up a little something. Might seem like much to get a secondhand get, but here, maybe you. There we go. Put a shiny charm in your bag's key items pocket. And one of these mysterious shiny charms make it more likely you'll encounter shiny Pokemon in the wild. Wish I could give you something a bit better for your efforts. Oh, trust me, that's gonna be fine. And what's all this commotion about, I wonder? Director Clavel, the student of mine completed their Pokedex. Upon my word. What a marvelous accomplishment, Master Massmare. You really surprised me too, pulling off a feat like this. Well, Mr. Jacques' delight clearly shows how commendable your work has been. But allow me to reward you with a small gift. God dang. Those who treat great feats such as this deserve to be recognized for their hard work. This congratulatory message pinned by the company that certifies Pokedex completion is for you. I got a diploma. From Game Freak. We hereby certify your achievement of completing the Pokedex. May this great feat be celebrated by all. Reconfigure your Pokedex app so you may view your diploma there anytime you like. Programmers know the Director Clavel skills, you know. But anyway, you sure did great with the Pokedex, Massmare. Completing the Pokedex was one of the treasures you were after, and I'd say you've had a resounding success on your treasure hunt. Quite right, Mr. Jacques. A fitting comment indeed. Rather surprising coming from you. Well, I am his homeroom teacher after all. I act like it from time to time, I guess. You may have completed your Pokedex, but there's still plenty of adventure to be had. Hope you'll keep looking for new Pokemon to befriend here in Paldea. I much look forward to watching over your continued progress as well. I guess he's talking like new Pokemon, but obviously I completed the Pokedex, so technically there's not any new ones here, which is why we're going elsewhere. Wait, hold on, is that it? Alright, so I guess maybe that is the completion of his quest line? Wait, hold on. Right, why'd I go back there knowing dang well we can't finish his yet? I did impulsively, I saw the question, the exclamation point. Wait, hold it. I forgot about Miss Time. Just can't get away from her, can't we? Where the hell is she? Oh, there she is. Set up a little ambush here for that girl who keeps watching me. She'll be here any second. Ambush? But see, it's not very pleasant knowing that she's just staring at me all the time. And now I know that she like what she's like after seeing her in the cafeteria. I think I just saw her back there. It's you, isn't it? You're the one who's been secretly watching me recently. Time, how do you know I... Oh boy. I guess you must have noticed me. I'm so sorry. Well, of course I noticed. You were watching me practically all day, every day after all. As soon as something you want to ask me. Yes, I do. Been a huge fan of yours since your time as a gym leader, and I love rock-type moves so very much. Oh my. But you just suddenly retired from your post as gym leader a year and a half ago. Why'd you quit? My goodness, is that all you wanted to ask? Yes, your reason for retiring was never made public. I wonder if it has something to do with her sister. But it's well known among the students here that you just avoid the question anytime it's asked. I thought it would be rude to ask you a question that you don't want to answer, so I just couldn't find the courage to ask. That's why your gaze felt so intense. See, forgive me. So very intense. I never mind that. And so the reason I quit my job as gym leader, I simply wanted to focus more on my job as a teacher. Not that I dislike being a gym leader or anything of that sort. Quite the contrary, talking about the gym fills me with feelings of nostalgia and sadness. So I always avoid answering the question when the students ask. Well, I see. You have any plans of becoming a gym leader again? I'm afraid I don't plan to do so. My sister's doing a splendid job as gym leader in my stead. I personally find being a teacher most enjoyable these days. Since I am in fact your teacher, I would appreciate if you call me Miss Time. Students do, and not just Time. Okay, I'm sad to hear that, but I understand. Thanks so much, Miss Time. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery. Oh, that made me so nervous. I said so many things to try to sound cool. I was certainly a little scared when I felt that girl's intense gaze on me, but having you here with me allowed me to do what needed to be done to face what turned out to be one of my biggest fans. Must thank you for always showing up at just the right time, Maskmare. Allow me to show my appreciation a little. Hope these help you in your adventure. Rock Terror Shards. Alright. Her class still sucks, though. Alright, that should be everything except for the one teachers. Alright. So that's basically that. Now it's time to actually get the proper adventure on the road. I'm gonna be live for like another 2 hours, just kind of like make up for this, as we did spend a lot of time doing that. So I gotta go back to the entrance hall and get this underway. Right here, lady. Are you? Oh, you must be. You're one of the students chosen by the school trip, aren't you? Your name was Maskmare, ma'am. Or aren't you a polite one? You're positively dazzling. Oh, and you even have a terror orb. Guess Paldea has written down for resources for that sort of thing to be a common sight at school. Unless that's not the case. Or you have an exceptional, words are hard, lady. Why do you have to like throw tongue twisters at me? Especially exceptional student. Oh, but here I go. On and on. I haven't even introduced myself. Call me Miss Briar. So sorry I'm late. Well, technically I'm the one that's late. Hello to you too, Maskmare. A lucky scamp you are. Getting to take part in a school trip so soon after transferring here. I'm happy for you. I wish I could go too. I'm sorry, Miss Briar. Got a bit carried away. Well, as Mr. Jack so kindly stated for me, my name is Briar. I'm a teacher over at Blueberry Academy. At school in the Unova region. You know, Miss Briar helps set the curriculum there. Unova? This year is Blueberry Academy's turn to... run our joint school trip and supervise the students. That's why I came here to collect you. We're heading to Kitakami, a land known for its picturesque fields and rice paddies. The place is a rustic feel, but there's also something rather mysterious about it. You see, the same energy present in Paldea's terrestrial phenomena has been detected there. Hoping to do some digging into the matter myself in between my supervising duties. I would also appreciate the chance to take a good look around the great crater of Paldea. Oh yes, well there's not much I can do about that without permission from the Pokemon League and Director Clavel. Oh, I know. I've already put in all the proper applications. I trust I'll get a favorable response soon. Well... Sorry, Master Mare. Forgot all about you for a moment there. Anyway, the school trip. Think of it as a chance to continue to treasure hunt on a grander scale. Search beyond Paldea's borders. I'll provide you a special update to your Pokemon app. You get out your phone. How many Pokedex has been added to your Pokedex app? I kind of feel I probably got a few Pokemon already from it on there. There you go, all done. Then you can go while registering all the Pokemon you find around Kitakami too. Oh, and don't worry about a permission slip for your trip. I already cleared things with your mom. You just go and have fun. Your Mr. Jack is quite charming, isn't he? Life is direct when he wants to be. Someone's got a crush. Now then, Mr. Maskmare. It's quite a trip to the land of Kitakami. I hope you don't mind flying or long bus rides. Let me know as soon as you're ready to set out, won't you? I'm ready to go now. I'm ready to go now. We're going right now. Great, we'll set out together as a group once the other students arrive. Here you were all chosen for this trip by lottery, so this may be the first time you meet. I know my role is to chaperone you kids around, but I fully intend to have some fun of my own while I'm at it. Just so you're aware. By the way, you know the Scarlet book. Yeah, I've got one. Or I've had one. Can't remember. You should. It was the most influential book of the century on the subject of the paranormal. The author of the Scarlet book, Keith, was in fact an ancestor of mine. I even have his original manuscript. Look here. These are the pages that were blacked out and made eligible in the published version of the book. Disc Pokemon. While separated from the research team in the crater's depths, I found a strange entity. Whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I know not. It bore a shell with layers of overlapping hexagons, and gleamed brighter still than gemstone. Viewed as a whole, it resembled a mysterious brilliant disc. I have tentatively named this creature Terrapagos. I suspect that its very body is made up of the key material that causes Pokemon to shine brightly and crystallize. Pokemon depicted on stages is called Terrapagos. Mysterious Pokemon that he allegedly encountered when he delved even further into the depths of Area Zero. Not that the general public believed him. My dream to find Terrapagos and prove that Heat's records were all true. But I haven't yet been able to secure permission to enter Area Zero, unfortunately. But that's fine. It'll all be fine. All I need to do now is focus on the work that's in front of me. Miss Briar, we're ready to go. Looks like the gang's all here. Alright everyone, to the land of Kitakami. Finally. Random Dragonite flying right there. Oh, I like that little touch. Alright, we're finally starting the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Alright, part 1. The Teal Mask. Finally here. A buzz killed me after all those hours sitting. First the plane, then that bus. Well, you all survived the long trip. We haven't lost anyone along the way. All here. And welcome to the land of Kitakami. It's a stage for all the new experiences and learning opportunities you'll have out in nature. Oh, Yanma. It's actually my first time here, too. Why the rice fields really are just dazzling. I see a normal Wooper over there. Here's Muscly Town. That'll be our base of operation for the duration of the trip. Miss Briar, I don't feel so good. Oh, all that trouble must have given you a dose of motion sickness, Let me pause here for a moment and take it inside those fields. Now, Master, I have a little request for you. You run ahead to the community center in Muscle and let the caretaker know we're here. It would also be great if you could explain that one of our students is feeling unwell. And I'll be able to count on you. On your way, then I'll look after your poor travel buddy here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be taking on all this. Problem is, I'm gonna feel like a dick if I actually go ahead and just kind of like explore around. You know, when I need to go do. Ooh. Oh yes, I could if I wanted to. Of course I can't, but. Yeah, we already got like a lot of new ones coming out. All right, we'll work on those in a bit. Let's go ahead and at least get the bulldoze. Yanma again. Spinnerack. Yeah, I've definitely seen like some what I recognize here. There's plenty of Yanma around though. Can't remember that one's name. I done forgot its name. Hang on. Get a refresher course. It's something. Yeah, Corefish. I knew it was fish something. Music's different too. It's kind of like just looking, seeing what's here. There's one over there too. I don't know if that's the one that turns into Beautiful Eye or whatever it is. I can't remember. We'll look into it when we properly get into the game. You know, get things going. I want to just get things opened up first, because right now I'm kind of limited where I can ride Koraidon. We got Wooper, so that means by default we're gonna have Quagsire as well. Oh, take your simple self in that town. Go on. I don't need a cutscene to go in. Vulpix. That explains why I got Ninetales, and we didn't see Ninetales in the standard things. I did copy my Ninetales over, so several of the Pokemon that I copied over from Pokemon Home, like Squirtle and Charizard and everything, they're gonna be available in this, because I think that was before the second DLC came out. Just look there. There's one now. What's your deal? So you're one of those students that came from the Paldea region, huh? Well, way cool. Hush, Kieran. I'm Carmine. Sorry, but I guess can't let outside like you wanted. Excuse me? In Mosley Town. Don't get humbled now. Instead of coming in, you have to battle me first. Come on, sis. You just want to battle, making this big fuss over nothing. I'm gonna make a, yeah, it's gonna be definitely a big fuss over nothing, because this battle's gonna be nothing for me. Just know my little brother. Oh, man. Alright, let's do this. Get in position. Karen, you might want to get out of the way. I might, flunk a few of my final exams, but this right here? Yeah, Poochyena. Yeah, Mighty Yenna is its evolution. Welcome to Kitakami. For your first minutes, get ready to eat dirt. It's just so adorable that you just have such high expectations. What's your next one you're bringing out? Poltergeist? Poltergeist. It's obviously gonna be a ghost Pokemon. It's like another version of Is that a friggin' matcha Pokemon? It's a variation of Poltegeist. It's matcha. This is a matcha Pokemon. I think it is. Okay then. Anyway, it's still gonna get its ass knocked out. Totally can't wait to get one of those. And Vulpix. Key current Pokemon. Time advantage don't really matter right here regardless. Like I said, learn. You're ready to eat dirt. None of her Pokemon even touched me. Oh, I can't wait to see the look on your face. Like, who are you? Wow, you went and beat my... I massacred her. I can't believe it. There's no way you should have been able to beat me. Well, I guess you'll pass. Barely. Keyword there is barely. Since I got no choice, I'll let you into town, but only if you become one of my grunts and... Lady, I will be your boss, just so you know. Your little thing Oi! What are you doing causing a ruckus out here? Here comes trouble. Yeah, that's like Team Rocket's lines. You know, make it double, all that jazz. Blah, blah, blah. Devastation. Nation. Meowth, that's right. Bridge version of it. Come on, Kiki, we're out of here. Wait up, sis. Well, they weren't no trouble. But I actually had to struggle for it to have been trouble. Why, hello there, stranger. Must be one of the students from that Paldean Academy, right? I help run the community center here in Most Sweet Town. For a few other things besides. I'll be looking after your group during your visit. Hope those two kids weren't giving you any grief just now, were they? No. That was a piece of cake. I don't really know what to do with the two of them, especially that Carmine. Well, it's been a handful. That one. I apologize she gave you a hard time. Like I said, it wasn't a hard time. What's that? A member of your group fell ill down by the bus stop? I better get over there and give them a hand so they can make it into town. I'll take care of everything. You go ahead and get yourself settled into the community center. I'll catch up with you soon. Alright. I want to check the Pokedex. I don't want to do that. Alright, so that's at least this... Alright, so Corphish, Puchiena, Yanma. I just want to check the Pokedex, see what all I've got from this one so far. I've already got... Huh? Goddamn, we're already, like, you know, got, like... Jesus, okay, so it shares Pokemon with, I guess it's kind of a bonus. I got, like, you know, some of the Pokemon already from, like, you know, the other Pokedex. It's got, I guess, like, one of the good things about you waiting on coming over here. Because what this means is that if I would just came on over before, at any point before I completed the other Pokedex, obviously, you know, I wouldn't have had, like, that one filled out. So we already got, like, several of the Pokemon already on here that were shared with Paldea. With, like, you know, of course, some unique ones here, like Puchiena, Corphish. Let's see what these are. See which ones. Yeah, so Vulpix and Ninetales, I had them from elsewhere. Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and Poliwrath are unique to here. Outside maybe the other DLC. So these are like ones I had from my Pokemon Home. Let's see who else is there. That thing right there, Poltergeist. That's still cool though. Trying to see, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Snorlax is unique to here for now. And I'm pretty sure Munchlax. Yep. With his Munchlax. Alright, that's Lotad. So it means it means... it definitely looks like... Must be a unique version of Lotad. Because, I mean, that doesn't like Ludicolo. So it must be a unique version of him. I'm not going to be looking at all of them, of course. I want, like, something to be a surprise. Yeah, see, Litwick wasn't, like, you know, over in, Paldea as well. We still need to get Lantern or whatever. Okay, yeah. Alright, I didn't notice the number gap. Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to make sure I watch which ones I look at. So, I'm taking it with this. I'm not seeing... So this one, I've already, like, got, like, most of them. Of course, we're probably gonna have, like, more as well. That might be Carvana right there, I don't know. I'm just trying to watch which ones I look at because I don't want anything to get spoiled. Yep, I'm pretty sure I didn't... Maybe I... Trying to make sure here. Yeah, because I didn't see Charmander or anything like that. Alright, so PP up. Bottle cap. Alright, we're getting close to getting a Razor Fang. Alright. It's saying 6 right here and everything, so... That's definitely Quagsire. So I don't understand it, like the fact that we got like Charmander and everything. Maybe it's just not showing him up for some reason. Whatever the case. Alright, Swine-Up's here, so that means we're going to be able to get Mamoswine, Piloswine and Mamoswine. Okay. That might be what it is. Like, they might just be available whenever, but otherwise it may not actually be, usable. Or, like, not, like, listed in the Pokedex, which you figure they would be. This way, everyone. That's right, I owe you one for fetching the Caretaker. The little travel buddies feel much better now, too. Alright, everyone, this is the community center. This is where you'll be staying while you're here in Kitakami. The plan is to have you and the students from Blueberry Academy stay here together. It turns out this space is going to be all for you, our visitors from Naranja Academy. Alright, those 2 kids were originally from this town, weren't they? So in you come, don't be shy. Someone's dodging questions. Alright. Come on, everyone. Pack right in. I don't need to worry about your shoes or anything. You can leave them on in here. If the dirty, try to rinse off the worst in the mud using their washing station by the door. That's clean inside, don't you think? It's all newly built, so as good as anything you'd find in one of your big fancy cities. This here is the lounge. You can watch TV, chat, or relax however you like. Well, let's see. Over there is the cafeteria, and toilets will be down that way. If you want to go get some sleep, please use the rooms down the hall there. Got enough space that each of you can have a private room to yourself. I think that about covers everything. If you run into any trouble at all, don't you hesitate to talk to our fine staff at the desk. Thank you for the tour, sir. There's some nice digs here. Alright, kids, do you have anything to say to the staff who will be taking such good care of us? Thanks for having us. What a bunch of well-mannered students. I can already tell you're going to be wonderful visitors. So you just think of this place as your own home, away from home, and relax. Plus, I'll be tired after such a long day. I know it's a bit early still, but why don't we have dinner, then call it a night? We got plenty of food ready for you all, so I hope you bought your appetites. Like the dude over on the left here is kind of like doing this whole chicken thing. What's your deal? He's about to like take off like he's a... What's it called? The Pelican Pokemon's pre-evolution. I can't remember if it was Flygoal or whatever it was. No. I'll fly like a Pidgey or something. Free to spend the rest of the evening as you like in the community center. But remember that tomorrow the program will be officially kicking off. Don't stay up too late or you might oversleep. It's taking a while to get everything going, at least, at the very least. Alright, Delibird over there. Trying to see, like, exactly how big all this is. Yeah, it definitely isn't as big of an area as, the main game, but still definitely gonna be, like, a lot to do. Yeah, Wingull. I don't know why I call it Flygull. Like, I remember, like, any of, like, the original 151 or, like, the from Gen 1 or Gen 2 just fine, but I still struggle with, like, names of some of the others. You two need to behave yourselves. Morning, everyone. Did you sleep well? Starting today, you'll be joined by our 2 students from Blueberry Academy. Come on, kids. Time to introduce yourselves. Hi, I'm Carmine. It's a pleasure to meet all you outsiders. I mean, visitors from Paldea. Hi, I'm Kieran. Yeah. Carmine and Kieran actually grew up here, so ask them for help if you need anything. And you two had better be of real help, you hear me? Aye, aye. Right. Now that's settled, why don't we tell you all a little bit about what we have planned for you. The school trip of yours will be exercise and orienteering. First, we'll have you split into pairs. And each pair will be tasked with finding 3 signboards located around the land of Kitakami. On each signboard, you'll find snippets of old folktale passed down here in Kitakami. Read them all and learn a little bit about our home. To prove you completed the task, we'll ask each pair to take a snapshot together in front of these signboards with their phone or camera. Take a photo together in front of each of the 3 signboards to complete your mission. Self-guided tour of Kitakami. Learn all about its rich history. Much more fun than sitting around listening to me ramble on and on, eh? Wonderful. What an innovative idea for a group activity. Oh, and I've got a gift for each of you as well. Roto stick. Please don't tell me it's a freaking selfie stick. He gave us selfie sticks. Stick the rest of Rotom phone on. It allows you to take selfies from a little bit further away than you could on your own. It's kind of cool, but these things are all the rage in the big cities. Use them when you take these photos. I can teach you a rad pose I can't with all my own. Oh yes, real rad. Yeah, you be nice to our host now, Briar. Remember that one of the goals of this trip is to deepen the ties between our 2 schools. Seems like having someone who knows the area well will be a big help. That being said, let's try to maximize the number of inter-school pairs, okay? Time to mingle. Oh shit. Do not say she wants to team up with me. I'm gonna talk to you first. Just to make it awkward. You're Maskmare or whatever, right? Let me guess, you want to pair it with one of our poor lonely Blueberry students. Not necessarily. Wait, but you're the one who came to talk to us. What are you, some kind of weirdo? I'm just trying to be intentionally difficult. I guess my little brother has been all googly-eyed over you since yesterday. He won't stop talking about you, even at home. So I was gonna get him to shut up. What are you telling him that for, dummy? Hey, watch who you call dummy if you know what's good for you. Oh, man. Look at him being all shy. See, my brother's no good talking to people. He probably never work up the nerve to ask you himself, but he really be like a battle with you. No! You're not gonna, like, force him into this. What's that? I couldn't hear you. You cleared your throat or whatever. That was, You cleared your throat or whatever that was in a way to say yes, let me know. Why can't she just completely just... God, she's a... What? I don't want to have to pair it with someone I don't even know. Well, you don't know any of them, dork. Better be... this little... You know, next time you got a stomachache or whatever, you can walk to town yourself. Come on, I'm not sure I trust that cheery grony... Alright, are you talking about her? Well, still. They don't want... No one wants to team up with her is the thing. They really don't want to... Alright, you guys are kind of being a little bit rude, but they kind of understand, you know, she's kind of a... Oh, man. I guess there's no way around it. Come on, please, have a battle with my brother, would you? No! Alright, fine, we'll do it. They try to make her more intimidating right here. But what do you know? Turned out you're sort of nice. This makes my brother really happy. No, you just don't want to be the only one that got your ass kicked by me. That's what it is. What? Wow, really? You don't mind? Oh, you actually want to do this. He doesn't mind a bit. Get your positions, you two. Everybody else, clear out. Make some space. Alright, so he wants to challenge me. I thought like she was trying to rope him into it. Okay. I mean, when they said mingle, I don't think this is what they were talking about, but... Welcome to the world of Pokemon, I suppose. Oh, so Sentret's in this, too. I feel really bad about bringing out Gengar here. Can't believe this. I got to battle you. This is awesome. He's only got 2, though. So that Sentry actually would have actually stood up to that compared to her Pokemon. That would have been hilarious. All right, he's got Yanma. Let's go and end this quickly. And another Dark Pulse, and that should call it. Wowzers. I feel bad about that. Did you stop with the whole chicken thing? What is your deal? Good show. Nicely done. It's nothing like a friendly battle to get to know someone. You sure are strong, Massmere. You really aren't half bad. Kiki's nearly as strong as I am, you know. Yeah, well, that's not really saying much. I don't know about that. This orienteering thing. We're supposed to group up in pairs, right? Go ahead and pair it with Kiki, then. What? No, sis, don't. Don't what? It's not like we can pair up. Were you hoping to part with some other rando outsider instead of Massmare? No, but... Oh, man. Don't worry, he's just being shy. I'll go find some chump to pair up with, too. Watch out for my little bro, you. Looks like you're all paired up. What you gonna do, send her Poochyena after me? Been there, done that. Go ahead and mark where you'll be going on those rodent phones of yours. Now then, off you go to do some exploring. Oh, and if you find yourself in need of any poster Pokeballs or the like, head on over to that away and stop by Peachy's. They'll be happy to set you to rights. So it sounds like... Looks like we should probably start with the signboard at Loyalty Plaza. It's out past the apple orchards on the west side of the village. Close by, and I figure it might make sense to, you know, visit them all in order. I'll probably just get in your way if I stick too close, so I'll just follow you from a safe distance. Poor kid. How safe at the distance are you looking at here? And he's gone. This is Clavel. Do I have the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Massmare? Yes. Well, it certainly does this old heart good to be greeted with such a lively response. Now, if I could take a moment of your time, there's something you want to discuss. Master Massmare, you're about to be presented with an exceptional opportunity. You already know that you know the reasons Blueberry Academy. Yeah, we're right here. I'm literally right out here. Like, yes, I am. I think I know what he's talking about. Details of your school trip to Kitakami with the Blueberry Corps reached even my office. I like how we're like right here, barely even done anything here, and he's already talking about I think the next DLC. In any case, the director of Blueberry Academy happens to be an old friend of mine. He told me that he would be delighted to host you as an exchange student at his school. I'm already there! I believe it would be a fine chance for you to learn more about the world. One should... Well, this might not be the Blueberry Academy, I don't know. Clavel's confusing me. I was surprised that Blueberry's director would specify you by name. So I think it's best that you meet the man at least once to find out what he might be thinking. He's admittedly a bit of a character, but not to worry. I'll be there with you when you meet him. Okay, so it's not this guy. Once you feel ready to respond to his offer, I ask you to come by my office so we can discuss those specifics together. Oh, do feel free to prioritize your ongoing school trip, though, if you so wish. The student exchange matter can wait a little while. Now, I won't take up any more of your time. You take care until we speak again. Alright, so that's for, like, the second DLC, I guess. I assume. Now, the question is this actually... Are we able to, like, you know, do multiplayer stuff here? That's like a Union Square right here. Alright, yeah, so we can form groups at least. I guess that's kind of like the reason why they had, like, you know, Kiki or whatever, like, left. So that way you can do, like, the whole group thing. Well, she don't seem as nice as the other one. Get off your phone and, you know, be nicer to people. Alright, Amber, were you wanting to join tonight, or were you wanting to wait until the next stream of this? This is kind of late. Or at least I can ride Koraidon now again. Poliwag. Amnesia. We're definitely gonna try to like make sure I'm like live earlier tomorrow. Nest ball. I'm just like, okay. I thought I just heard a gimme goal somewhere. Is that a? Okay, I thought it was a. Okay, it's probably just these. I thought I heard yeah, so at least at the very least we'll probably like go and try to like move the story forward a little bit. I said I was gonna be live for like, you know, 4 hours, but so we'll probably just like do a little bit more of this or whatever. Just kinda like, you know, get things going. I don't know. Let's be a good place to actually call it for right here since at least what we got it, you know, started. But at the very least before I do anything else, I wanna go over here and try to like, you know, catch some of these Pokemon, so fill out the decks a little bit. And then we'll actually start this up properly tomorrow. Next stream. At least these Pokemon are already pretty high level. Alright, let's go try to get this Yama out of the way. Hopefully without too much trouble. Okay, I want to a good start. At least that one didn't break out. Yeah, as soon as I finish up this stream, I'm probably gonna be live for like another 20 minutes or so. And like I said, next stream, Rogues, I know like most of this was focal more on like me trying to get past all the studies at the Academy first. But at least I want to get this DLC started. Catch a few of these Pokemon here. So should mean we'll also have Yamega available as well. At least, like I said, I just mainly just wanted to kind of like at least get the DLC started. I wasn't really planning on getting like, I didn't know I was gonna get too far into it. But at least, you know, since the stuff at the Academy is done, you know, we don't gotta worry about any of that anymore. As Yama surveys territories, periodically stops to hover in place by flapping its wings at high speeds. It really helped that I kept on flunking some of the tests. Yeah, the plan is that, you know, I'm gonna, like, after the stream, I'm gonna head out and go get my food. And then I'll, try to get some rest. Probably try to hit the gym, like, you know, in the morning, hopefully. Or at least sometime tomorrow afternoon or whatever. And then we'll do this tomorrow. Like, try to, like, hit the gym in the morning if I can. And then afterwards we'll pick back up on this, like hopefully sometime tomorrow afternoon. Okay, 3, 4. It definitely should probably be Yamega. We'll see. Let's go and get Spinarak. Okay. Then we'll go and get Corphish. And like I said, we just haven't really, like, we haven't really started on the actual proper, like, story stuff for this yet. We kind of, like, got here, and that's it, so. This means also we'll get Ampharos, or whatever it is. Not Ampharos. Ariados, I think. Even while they are prey and staring its nest of, while there are prey ensnared in its nest of spun thread, Spinarak will wait mostly until darkness falls. It's kind of terrifying. Well, Spinarak is cute, though. So it's the very first Pokemon for, like, this Pokedex. But Ariados being, like, the second. I'm curious, I saw, like, a little butterfly-looking thing over here before. I saw like a little fly Pokemon, but I don't know what it was. And I ain't talking about, like, that thing, either. That's obviously not a butterfly. I'm gonna go back and get Corphish in a minute. I just want to look up here. Pichu. Oh, we need Sentret. Alright, and there's Bellsprout. Yeah, we're seeing like a lot of new ones here. Like I said, it kind of helps I've already got like half the decks, you know, built. For here. All these female Pokemon, though. Not that it's an issue, but... I'll watch this one be the odd one out I'm gonna try to hatch out. I knew it! Yeah, good luck with that. You're the only one here. Okay, at least it didn't give me as much trouble as it could have. Alright. Annihilate just leveled up too. This Pokemon is extremely cautious. Supple tail is well muscled and firm to the touch. Phrasing. Ekans. Alright, so Ekans and Arbok are in this. Why the hell are you asking Intimidate? You're level 100. Okay, now it's starting to get frustrating and like kind of weird. All these Pokemon are female Pokemon. Like, it's not frustrating, it's just kind of weird. Well, start with me. There weren't any stat changes. You know, I had just about enough of you. Probably just went overboard. I know it's not gonna survive this, but that's just for being difficult. I'll find another one. And watch, that's gonna probably be the only one I've been unseen around here. I've probably just goofed. At the very least, me completing the Pokedex, like, you know, elsewhere means, like, it cuts down my time on, like, having to, like, try to do everything here, like, down exponentially. Got Pichu, so I can just avoid, like, what our Pokemon... Alright, we need Poochyena. See, alright, no, I'm gonna find a male Pokemon, just because y'all trying to be funny now. Bellsprout Vine. I didn't even pick up a Bellsprout yet. Alright, Ekans, come here. This ain't funny, man. Now, I'm determined to find a male Pokemon. This is not funny. Let me guess, I'm a female. Now, why should it be a male now? It's a Pokemon I've already got. This game is trying to... Okay. Look here, game. Let's try this again. I know it doesn't matter, like, what the gender is, but it's just... Finally! The curse is broken. Bears large fangs and barks vigorously to try and intimidate opponents, but this is actually a manifestation of his cowardly nature. Sounds like almost like what they said about like Houndour, I think. Can't remember. It was one of the Pokemon they said you kind of did something similar. All right. Bellsprout. Of course, with this, it means we'll also have Weeping Bell and, Victory Bell. Don't you start this with me again. Whatever. No matter what Bellsprout is doing, it detects movement nearby. It will immediately react by reaching out with its thin vines. It's touchy-feely as hell. Alright, so there's that. Got our next reward, at least. Okay. Wait, don't we have... No, we already got this one. We already got for Manus, because, yeah, okay. Alright, Ekans, come here. You better coil up at me. See if this is a male or female. I'm gonna catch a male Ekans, alright? Y'all try to challenge me. Where the hell's he going? Yeah, right there, Gengar. Thank you. Alright, right now, it's just like, you know, just the circumstance of it. Alright, Sawaddle. I can't remember what this at this levels it means. Swallow chooses on leaves to make its clothing. I think it's supposed to be like a caterpillar. Its clothing make its clothing. It's trying to mimic the leafy garment Levani first dressed it in. Levani. Or Levani. Still need to get Corfish. Oh, we still need to get like a male Ekans. Alright, what about you? I gotta maybe that's slapped with that ball at coiled up. This game is making fun of me now. I know that's what I do. It's mocking me. See, now look at this. Like, you can easily find the apples you need for Applin or whatever all around here. So for those who couldn't get Applin's evolutions or whatever, all you gotta do is come here. You can find these just right here. I mean, obviously I get chances are Applin's probably walking around somewhere over here. So now they're not, I'm not seeing a single Ekans here now. Here it is. Alright, what about you? Finally! I'm pretty sure, chances are, with how high these things' levels are, it's not gonna be too hard to evolve them either. What's Crocodile I want to learn? Thrash. Don't think Thrash is a good one, so we're just not gonna let him learn it. Then that's one's causing problems. But it can freely attach its jaw to swallow a large prey whole. It can become too heavy to move, however. And like I said, I'm mainly just kind of going through and just seeing, just catching a few Pokemon here and there for now. Loyalty Plaza. Just curious, what's this Pokemon right here for the Terror Raid? Ariados. I could go ahead and knock it out of the way if I do this real quick. No, not with a Groot. Shit. Yeah, at least I can go ahead and knock Ariados out of the way without having to evolve Spinarak. I do still need to try to find that herb for the teacher. It's got a fighting Terra. This won't be too much problem. Alright, they got an Umbreon. Alright, this won't be an issue at all. We didn't have any, like, stat changes. Oh, that's cute. You hurt yourself in the process. Alright, guys. Let's go ahead and end this right now. Or y'all can just not attack. That works, too. Leave it to me. Alright, let's hope it don't break out. We'll go and use the Ultra Ball just in case. Got it. It's probably gonna be like the higher level raids that were, you know, where we can get like what we need, but still that wasn't like a bad haul, I guess. I'll take it. Plus, the main takeaway from it was like having like a new Pokemon. You don't have to worry about evolving. I don't know if it's Ariados or Ariados, how you say its name. Or Ariados. I think in Pokemon Stadium they called it Ariados. Single strand of special thread is endlessly spun out of its rear. The thread leads back to its nest. Alright, and that's that one. Yeah, I remember like getting Pokemon Shield where I had like a bitch of a time catching some Pokemon. I'm just kind of like just looking to see what else there is out here. It's another Ekans over there. Definitely, it is refreshing seeing like some Pokemon I ain't seen in a while here though. And we know we can encounter Snorlax there. It's gonna be like fun to see him walking around. See what's down here. These two. The mice. Wait, hold on. There's that one. I think this is the one that turns into Beautifly, but I can't remember. Yeah, Cutie Fly. I think this one does. Either way. This one we ain't caught yet. Random Mankey over there. When it senses the aura of people or Pokemon who are having fun, it will draw close and give them a painful poke with its long proboscis. So this thing's an asshole is what it is. So it's literally the... I literally just named it Fun Police. Like the fact that it says, oh, you having fun, Poke? Random Pikachu, like, just hanging out over on a cliff. Which will kind of make sense when you think about Pokken Tournament. So, for those that don't know, the reason I made that little... Alright, Rilo right there. Shit. Okay, whatever this is. So, the whole thing is Grubbin. I can't remember if this is new or not, or this is, like, from the other games. So, I remember when Pokken Tournament was first making the rounds. They had, like, the whole thing where, like, they actually had, Pikachu... like, had this whole thing where they had it at, like Kazuya from attacking, so he, like, Pikachu was crossing his arms and doing, like, Kazuya's little, you know, kick combo where he does, like, the sweep kick and then, like, the roundhouse and all that. So I started calling it Kazuchu, Mishima, or I think Kazuchu, Kazuma, Mishachu or whatever. I can't remember, like, name I have for it. Yeah, Kazuchu, I think is what it's called it. And, you know, obviously the whole story with Tekken is how, like, the Mishimas have throwing each other off cliffs and volcanoes. So seeing a Pikachu right here, knowing, like, how you originally used to act, like, during, like, the early days of, like, Pokken. When they had, like, where Pikachu actually would cross his arms. They had, like, Kazuya. It's kind of hilarious. I don't know if Grubbin's a bug Pokemon. I think it is. I mean, it's literally called Grub. Oh, so you're gonna be one of those types. That's fine, I'm not switching out. Oh yeah, I think I went through... now I think I understand what happened. I think I went through my net balls. Alright, got Grubbin. Probably just catch like a couple other new Pokemon that we're gonna go and call it there. Alright, Garchomp just leveled up. Grubbin normally level underground, but if they get new by Hoot Hoot, they may be found and gather around electric Pokemon. Good defense, basically. See, y'all tried me, didn't you? Y'all tried to jump me right there, and I saw it coming. Nice, good going. Check this cave over here. Wait, whoa. There's a Mightyena right there. Don't have to worry about evolving this one. Mightyena has a pretty awesome design too, though. Alright, caught that one at least. It gets me out like it seemed like they're like more easy to catch here, at least at the moment. I was struggling with like trying to catch Pokemon left and right in Paldea. They faithfully follow Or as their leader. Prey targeted by Mightyena is never allowed to escape the outstanding teamwork of its pursuers. I'm gonna watch what I step on here because everything like kind of blends into the grass a bit. See what's in this cave. Friggin' Geodude. Okay. One of the OGs right here. So, would this be like a Geodane? Okay, no, we gotta keep it accurate. I'm sorry. Not trying to be sexist here, but no, that has to be actual Geodude. Alright. Or Geogal? Geodoll? I don't know. Okay, that's not even funny. Darn it. Sorry, I just want to like keep it accurate to being actually literally Geodude. I know maybe like a dumb reason to some like that just like noped out of it just because, you know, it was a female Geodude, but, you know. Again, like, obviously, you know, it doesn't really matter what the gender is. But for something I kind of like, you know, like to keep it accurate. We can go back in and see if they reset. Alright, this is a level 49, so it's a different one. They were level 50 before. Really? Get down here. You better be a dude. A literal Geodude. Come on. This game, I swear. Wow. Okay, so you just want to jump me like when I'm at... Okay, so you want to fight. Okay, fine by me. You know, wish you didn't. For the love of God. Really? Well, you ain't leaving this cave this time. Says who? Not very effective. That's adorable. See, that would have knocked it out if it wasn't for the... Oh, I'm sorry, were you sturdy? Is that what you were saying? Oh, shit. You cheap little... You just cannot go quietly, can you? You still took yourself out. You already are poisoned. You tried to go out of the explosion. You still didn't hit me. What kind of luck is that? It was trying so desperately, like, to hold on to that. It didn't get knocked out. I poisoned. It got poisoned. So what? Here's the surprise. It held on after getting poisoned. And then when it did, like, you know, the poison took it out, it tried to explode, and it still didn't get the job done. All right, we're gonna go back in and try again. I'm gonna let GOD be the last one I'll get tonight. Oh my god. Trying to have fun, then Cutie Fly pops up. Leave me alone, okay? Try this one more time. See, they respawned. Oh, now they don't want none of me. Alright, let's go out all the way over here, then come back in, and that should be it, hopefully. I should probably be, like, battling these trainers here, too, but... See, they're not really necessary. I think it's just, like, to get, like, some battle experience. Alright, let's try this again. Come on, now. Finally! At least he actually, you know, came with me, you know, quietly. Who knows? Alright, guys, then I'm actually going to go and call it here tonight. I know, like I said, we didn't really get, like, a whole lot of... We'll read this first. At rest, it looks just like a rock. Carelessly stepping out will make it swing its fist angrily. Sounds like me, like, when I get woke up anyway. But... It's funny, like, you step on a rock, all of a sudden, like, it just sprouts hands and just hit you in your damn kneecap. That would suck. That's, like, one of the funniest descriptions I've actually seen. Like, you're just walking, all of a sudden you step on it, and it just wakes up and just grabs your leg. And starts floating, like, you know, like, it starts floating off the ground, like, holding onto your leg along the way. But no, it actually sounds terrifying, too. Whatever the case, let me get somewhere, like, where I can't get jumped by Pokemon real quick. Alright, so whatever the case, guys, like I said, we didn't get, like, a whole lot done in the DLC tonight, but at least we got it started. So tomorrow, you know, I guess Amber will be, like, joining me with it. Wait, did we ever get Wooper? Hang on. We never did get Wooper out of the way. We've already encountered this. Let's go ahead and get Wooper real quick. But yeah, we didn't get, like, a whole lot, done here tonight. So now I'm not actually trying for it or whatever, like, you know, they make it into a male. But, tomorrow or today, since it's after midnight now when we play this. Now, this one, of course, I'm trying to end the stream is going to be the one that's going to be a pain in the ass. What I was trying to say is that when I, we obviously didn't get, like, a whole lot done tonight, other than, like, we got, like, all the stuff, like, done back at, you know, Naranja Academy. Now we just gotta, like, you know, move forward with this. But at least we got a few new Pokemon. We got a few new Pokemon. We kind of progressed a little bit. We at least got things set up to the point where Amber can join in and everything. So we'll, like, get into the story proper tomorrow. And, like, with the entire stream being focused on this and, you know, moving forward, like, with us eventually getting on, of course, the second DLC, since we got that as well. So, now that we got Wooper caught properly, and the next step will be, of course, like, should be too far from where we can, like, evolve into the Quagsire. Transparent mucus membrane covers by touching its bare hand and will cause it a tingling numbness. Yeah, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it on stream here. We're going to do a save real quick. We're going to pick up right where we left off tomorrow with this, or today with this. Assuming I don't get jumped by Buddy and Poochyena, because I knew that's what it was going to be, because it was coming towards me before. I was going to go ahead and just deck this one real quick, and then, like, get a little bit extra experience. But yeah, again, next stream for this, assuming I don't get jumped again, let me go on up here where I don't get attacked. So yeah, go and save real quick. Like, we'll claim my rewards too. Do that real quick. I forgot I had rewards. Then already we know we're a good chunk towards, like, completing, like, the Kitakami Pokedex too. Alright, we got our Razor Fang and Love Ball. Next thing's gonna be like 5-star pieces. But yeah, whatever the case, I'm really excited to be diving into this because it's a nice little refreshing change of pace. Like the fact the area is not as big, seeing like a whole lot of returning Pokemon from like previous gens. Like I was really surprised to see Ekans down there and everything. You know, that's mainly I'm just like excited about just seeing like what ones that, you know, from like my time, like back from the first one in 51, see which one of those show up. Because obviously, you know, with the Paldean Pokedex, there were several like, you know, old school, you know, Pokemon, like, you know, from like, you know, the back, you know, when all it first started. But of course, one of the main ones, of course, Pikachu and Raichu. But this definitely seems like it's kind of focusing even more on, like, you know, the older Pokemon, you know, as well as like others from like prior other gens, and as well like some that I know are new. I'm pretty sure that, you know, that Matcha guy Pokemon is a variation of Poltegeist, and I'm really excited to kind of see like more about that one. Can't wait to catch one of my own. But yeah, I'm really excited to see like what this DLC is gonna do. Gonna show us. It definitely like it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then of course like the second DLC, and whenever we get around to that one also. But yeah, definitely gonna be playing more of this today. Like I said, we're back on my full stream, time schedule for my streams, so I'm definitely gonna be like streaming this throughout the rest of the week, doing my book reading, and also of course, you know, doing some Nautica and Earthbound this weekend. Hopefully we made like some other multiplayer games, like, you know, throwing in if Mickey D43's off work or whatever. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, guys. Like I said, it's almost 1 a.m. I'm gonna go on out and go and get my pizza or whatever, and then go and try to get me some rest, and then head to the gym hopefully in the morning, and then afterwards we'll be playing this sometime in the afternoon. You know, hopefully nothing goes wrong. Otherwise, you know, look forward to this in the sometime tomorrow night. Anyways, guys, until next stream, much love. Thank you those who came out and hung out with me for this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Thank you much for watching my stream. If you like my content and want to see more, be sure to follow me and hit that notification bell. You can also find me on Instagram and join my Guilded server to hang out and join in on occasional movie nights, as well as check out my TikTok where I post comical clips from my live streams. If you're an aspiring streamer, my website contains a collection of over a dozen completely free text guides with advice to help you get started, sections dedicated to proper networking, reports to channel panels, handling dead air, and many other topics. You can find a link to my website on my YouTube channel. See you guys next time.